First, you get to live. Matt Maurer gets to live. Marco, happy Halloween, y'all. What's up? What's happening? What are we doing? You going out? You hanging out? It's still early. It's still plenty early. Can do whatever we like. The night is young. The night is ours. So yeah, I'm chilling. What's up, 9 Finger Knives? It's already hot in here. It always looks better with the eyes wide. You know, like regular eyes. Wide eyes. I do notice that my beard, I've been growing the beard out for no reason because I'm lazy. And it's all over the front of the mask and it feels weird. It's weird and I'm not used to it. Fred the Lug, my man Fred, right there in the chat. What's the good word, Fred? You hanging out tonight? You just chilling? Giving out candy at all? What's the plan? Mr. Henry?
At Wayland Godfrey became a member. At Wayland Godfrey celebrates 8 months of membership. Happy KDK Day.
Thank you, Wayland. 8 months? Dang. Isn't that something? How does the time go by so fast? The older I get, it goes so quick. I'm not a fan. It is what it is, though. Anybody dressed up? Are you dressed up right now? And if so, what is it? Many non-Halloween things, spending with mom, taking her out for dinner. How nice is that? It's always nice. Everyone, I'm going to take a moment, take a second here, just to let you know. Take your mom out for dinner sometime. Treat your mom. She deserves it. All the moms out there. You know how many moms are probably doing stuff that they hate right now, getting their kids ready, trying to figure out like, the costume, and it's raining here right now where I'm at. And so then they got to go and, it's going to be wet and I don't want to wear my coat, Mom. And like, you have to wear your coat. It's cold and wet. And like, but you can't see my costume. You know, so that's to all the moms out there. What would be a good mom knife salute? They're all so nice. We'll just do the best one in the pocket here. An Orlock salute for all the moms. I have a t-shirt full of skeletons that glow in the dark. Nice. Fred, we were talking in the live last night. I want to get a Fred the Lug shirt. Is that possible? Can we trade? Fred? Shirt for shirt? Tit for tat? And if not, fine. But I'd rock a Fred the Lug shirt. Oh, Paul. Look into my eyes, Paul. Love me. I don't know. I mean, I have work to do tonight. I have work to do. This is my tool of choice for my work. I might go back to this though. It depends. Sometimes I like to freestyle it. Happy Halloween from India. What's up, Gimme? How's it going, Joe? 8 months from now, Waylon, how about that? I would have to get some made. I only have 3 that I made. That's fine, Fred. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Maybe one day we're just going to make Fred the Lug shirts that make a meme. these days it's not that hard to make a shirt. So it's like you can find a funny photo or something from a picture or something, and next thing you know, you've got a really fun shirt. So yeah, no worries. No worries. But Fred the Lug does have a cool little shirt with a picture of him on it. He's got a hat too. So when you go to the shows, you go to Blade Show. Oh. What's up, Fred? How's it going? Unless he doesn't want you to know who he is, then he might just be like, like, oh. Yeah, that's so weird. I haven't shaved in a while, so it's thick. And right now it sticks out. And so it's like pushing right up against the beard. It kind of feels itchy on my chin. I'm not a fan. Cicero, Merry Hallows Eve, girls and ghouls, stuck at working whilst I whistle, meanwhile lurking. Probably could have said that better. I don't actually know how to read. I just see things and I phonetically figure it out. No, that's not true. Well, here's my face. I need to shave my face though. This is some itchy. This is where I get. This is as far as I get. A couple of weeks in, and it's like, okay, I can't handle this, and I'll go in. I was like, you know what I mean? So I've never really grown a beard out. I mean, I've had a goatee a couple of times. But yeah. Hello, Neil Mack. What are you doing tonight? Who's got the kiddos they're taking out? I am not. I am I would say kid free, but that would almost sound like some days I'm not kid free. But I am completely. I do not have children, so I don't have any of that as far as figuring out. I have some nephews. Well, we got to continue to construct. Paul, it's working. It's working. He says it's working. That sounds great. Very proud of you. Paul, though, the job you did on that auxiliary flipper, ugh. Paul did a little custom. Some of you might not know, but most of you might. But yeah, that little custom on that auxiliary manufacturing folder. It was flipper tab only. He cut the flipper tab off and then put in a thumb stud. And it is choice. Waylon's hiding in the house from the kids. Hey. I'm kind of doing the same. It is raining here though right now. Let's see if it still is. Yeah. Which is going to put a damper on it. I've had a few years where it was kind of busy, a few years where it was kind of slow. Migron did an amazing job on it. They did. And it's a sweet looking knife. I would like to have one. As I said, when I was at Blade Show, I'd already been spending, and it was like day one. And I saw it, and I was like, man, another $300 right now. I can't just buy $2,300 plus knives. Paul does amazing work. I've been carrying my thwack for weeks. What's up, champion? I do not have a vape to give a flavor. It would be bubblegum. I don't know. This is my flavor. This is it right here. The old Red Bull. Sugar-free flavored. Which is, it does the job, I guess. It does the job. So did you guys see the little video I made today from the car? My battery actually died somehow. It was weird. I don't know. I had to, was right down the street for lunch. AI's trying to get me to ask a question again. No, thank you. I love this thing though. Donnie. Ooh, jeez. Ooh. Boy, it scared me. Scream? Alright. That's been out in the living room. I decided to set her him or her over there for a little while. What are you getting into tonight, Donnie? Hanging out, chilling, going out? Ooh. The new Halloween disc. Art the Clown this year on the Glow Buzz. I have all, or most of them. There's a few I still need to get, but every year they make a new Halloween disc. So it's kind of, I'm not really a collector. I throw them, but I don't really collect them as much. Some people really collect them. But I do like the Halloween ones because they're all horror themed and I already love horror stuff. Got a bunch of horror stuff, so it's like, why not? I'm down with it. Homemade pizza night with mom and the Sibs at sister's place. We were just talking about moms, Donnie. Have your mom go back and watch the first couple minutes of the stream. I praising moms today and all the wonderful things that moms do. Fred said he was taking his mom out for dinner, and I had to stop and say, hey, everybody, take your mom out for dinner. So it looks like Donnie's doing the same. He's already knows what's up. Good on you. I will probably see my mom sometime soon, the next couple of weeks. Nephew's got some games probably coming up that we'll get to and get together. But tonight, I'm going to be laying low, at least for now. It's early. I could still go meet up with some friends later, or there's a party I could go to, or maybe go to one of the bars or something to hang out. I don't know exactly. I can play it by ear. It is currently 4:30. So no, you got to take care of them moms. They take care of us so well. My mom, I feel good. I'm pretty happy with my upbringing. My parents, I think they did a good job. My mom probably would say, cut your hair, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. What's up, Nick? Yo, what up, crew? Make you get anything wild tonight? A red knife fell over. It's red. I was going to say one of the few red knives, but no. CJRB Lago. Love the Lago. Great button lock from CJRB. Bigger knife. Chunky. Great choke up spot there. And the button lock action on this. For just an old school standard button lock. Party all the time. But it ain't it. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Party on. Dude, you know the story behind that? That's Eddie Murphy's single. Anybody know the story behind the Party All the Time Eddie Murphy single? Long story short, back in the day, he was hanging out with all of his buddies, and one of them was Richard Pryor, and they're talking back and forth, and somehow got into talking about Eddie was like, oh, I could totally write a song or whatever, right? You know, and then like basically they made a bet. It was like you could not write a hit song, and then Eddie wrote a hit song. Of course, he got Rick James to help him out. So, I mean, back then, if you were to be like, I need a song, I need it to be good, I need it to be popular, and you get Rick James to help out, you're pretty much good. Mad Yako in the house. Happy Halloween, you scoundrels. What's up, Mad Yako? I was talking about you a little bit in the live stream yesterday, dude. I was talking about you. Sure was. I placed an order at Double Wide, and Terry's making me a custom slip for my Kentucky Holler Jack, and then I got some of that bolt butter, and so I made a little order from, if you guys don't know, Mad Yako and Terry, 1931 Leatherworks, got a little website going, Double Wide. Go check it out. Still sending you a box. Needed a few days off. So it's not on the way yet. I remember you'd said something, so I wasn't sure if I should be waiting or checking for it or if it hasn't shipped yet. Or, I mean, I appreciate it. So, I mean, obviously no rush. I'm excited to see what it is. It's got me all, what is it? Snail Trail Dale. Dale just finished another ring for me too. He does a lot of stuff, really cool stuff with micarta. And made a couple new rings. Ooh, it's going to be really dark. You're not even going to see that. Which makes it way easier. But yeah, I got another ring from Dale on the way soon. If you're interested, get a hold of him or get a hold of me. I can help you get a hold of him. That sounds right. What's up, Polar? The Polar Vice. What are you up to tonight? Today, Wonder Twin Powers activates form of knife. I got all my orange and black knives out here still, which you can't tell because the light is dim. I'll give it to you for a second. Ready? Why do you kill me? Okay, I'm back. Orange and blacks attacks. I ain't your buddy, pal. I ain't your pal, friend. I ain't your friend, guy. And we're back. Anyway. Mars Attacks. Anybody seen Mars Attacks? The orange dagger type knife. This one. Artisan Cutlery Hornet. So look, it's got the little ramps on both sides, flipper tab. Right? You can actually get that thumb under that one. Or you can Emerson wave it like in your pocket. Like that. I think you can thumb it this way too. Boom. It's only sharp on the one side. Thank you, Mick. Mick just posted a link to Double Wide EDC. You can go check that stuff out. Like I said, I just bought I bought some of the bolt butter, which is like a leather conditioning, steel conditioning. Use it on your hands, use it on your face, use it on your nethers. I don't know. And then I also, like I said, picked up a slip. I need a slip for this guy. Kentucky Holler. There are going to be some new versions of the Kentucky Holler Jack coming out. I believe it's this weekend or next weekend. If you're looking for a really nice slip joint, traditional pocket knives. 154 CM hollow grind. This thing is really good. It's really good. Third knife I was carrying today is our little buddy Dylan Mallory, CGRB Centros. This is a great smaller little killer. Yeah, and that's something. Polar depends on where you live and what you're available to or possess, carry, have. There are places where it's wild how that's super illegal in places, but I say that I could take this out of my pocket and open it faster than an auto. It's Halloween, which means I've turned full Christmas mode. No! It's Halloween. You can't even be Thanksgiving mode. Already Christmas mode. Yako. Are you mad? AI wants me to ask you another question. Do not answer these questions. Why are they trying to farm info? Christmas sucks. I don't know. Christmas is fine. There's something about Christmas time. I have fond memories of like being at grandma's house and hanging out, and obviously I love getting presents and stuff like that. But Like I kind of now when I go to Christmas, it'll be like at my parents' house or at my sister's house. But my sister has kids, and so my parents are the grandparents to them, and so then I see my nephews, and I remember when I was like 11, 12, 13, you know, and grandma, and being with grandma for Christmas and cookies and yeah, you know, I don't know. It's a to me it's like a family time that I have good memories of. I mean it is nuts because you don't want to go shopping. It's like, oh, I have to go pick something up. It's like, oh, if I go right now, everybody's gonna be out there. It's gonna be a mess. It's ugh. Ghosts. What's up, everyone? Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Too spooky. North Valley. North Valley Needle. I reserve my true feelings for it. Let it be known. Christmas is here. Ah, put that away. Put that away. No, 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 no. Orange and black attack. We got the orange poop knife ready to go. Slice that turd. I'm wondering what'll look better. What would contrast better when you're cutting that turd? Off of orange or off of blue? It's the most. What's up, Dilemma? You ever see Santa's? No. I don't think I know. I should. I should. Or should I? It's the devil's night. You guys out with the devil? You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my victims. Just like the sound of it. Man, that's so old now that people, do people not even know what that's from anymore? Because that would have been like 90s. Goldberg the wrestler. Is it a movie or a short or like a... It's like a movie? I'll check it out. You'll go to jail for that? Yeah, it's unfortunate that some places... trying to screen cap that. Boom. You know, certain places you can carry certain things, certain places you can't. That's why you got some places you can carry just a non-locking slip joint. Yako, I've got it. I just screen capped it. I'll check it out. Robin, what up, yo? Robin's in the house. What's up, Leonardo Esposito? How you doing? We have a few. We have a few. There's some over here. There's some down there that you can't quite see. There's some over there. Shoot, I got some on this table over here. We got a bunch on the table here. They're all over the place. I don't really ship, Kaiser. I'm not really a distributor or sales. I am a lover and collector and discussionist. I love talking to people about knives. I like doing little customs and stuff. Got the little channel going because I'm an artist and I started kind of doing simple little modifications and stuff. Now I'm getting more into it. Dressing up as... I don't know what that is. Is that from a movie? Spooky or something? Nosferatu. So yeah. I have hours before I actually have anything that I plan on needing to do. It's hard for me to think about selling stuff from my personal collection. Yes, I 100% agree. I have at this point I have more than I need, obviously. But I'm the channel. I like doing customs. I like seeing stuff. I like trying out things, and so I pick up. I don't sell anything I own ever, says Donnie. I don't watch the news. Sorry. It's full of not happiness. Anyway, we're talking happiness here. Today's knives. Live it up now. What's up, Miko? So yeah, I thought about kind of cutting down a little bit on the collection because I could easily get rid of it's dark and full of terrors. The night is dark. She was something, huh? Alessandra. Oof. Oof. Too bad that show fell apart. Because, man, those first few seasons were really good. Really good. Knives are happiness. Undoubtedly true. And if I were to go through them and be like, okay, I know like on this shelf, there's probably, well, God, I would carry them all. I roll through them every day. I do a different daily pocket check. Yank, my man. So I carry different knives every day, and I come around on a regular basis where like I love the Orlock. I've been really digging it, so I've carried it maybe 3 or 4 times in the last month, versus some of them I haven't carried in months. But all of them I'll go through, and like tomorrow I'll carry that Shredder, and then the next day I'll carry this Militar. And then the next day, I'll carry that petrified fish or something. And so I'm always kind of swiping through and changing it up, which is another great reason for me I don't really have to sharpen as much because I do cut stuff every day. I probably made 15, 20 cuts at work today. Nothing crazy, but I got to cut open boxes, cut off tape and packages, and a lot of things are wrapped in like shrink wrap. So I got to cut the like the ghost face. They're pretty, it's a fun one, right? That one, this one. Jason's my guy. But I got a little bit of everything. I mean, this is kind of reflecting. Should we summon? We have such sights to show you, Kirsty. We'll leave that lament configuration alone. Sharpening is half the battle, right? I need to sharpen. I'd like to sharpen more, but I don't need to because if I carry this knife today, I made 10 to 20 cuts. Then I don't carry it again for weeks. Then I make 10 to 20 cuts. I could literally not sharpen for quite a long time. Modded a Cobalt 2 makes my pocket 2 to 3 times a month. I have a Cobalt right here. I actually have 2 of these. This is the 3V in aluminum version. Gay Red Fox, I'm cool. I'm cool with anyone as long as you're cool. If you're a positive person, you're friendly to the people around you, then great. I have a Cobalt that I modified over here. I just did a dye project to it, so I took the micarta, and it was like that brown micarta, and I cleaned it up. And then sanded the red so that it made it kind of look aged and kind of weathered. Are you cool? Like, what do you mean? Oh. How many times does he do this, Donnie? Like, are you cool? Okay. That stuff's great. Edwards. What's up, my man? It's from a movie. We're talking about a movie, Dazed and Confused. And they go out, they're at this place, and they see someone, some new kid, and they're like, "Are you cool, man?" And he's like, "What?" Everybody's cool. Until they're not. Everybody gets a chance. Yeah, if you have not seen the movie Dazed and Confused from, God, how old is that movie now? Classic. Boosh, got the Criterion, baby. So, Cobalt is a great knife. I have 2 of them. So there's that going for us. I don't have to be cool. I have knives. Ed, the problem is, though, is they're pretty cool. Pretty cool in my book, bud. Pretty cool in my book. I don't have anything on me now, but if I could carry something, I would pick my Kershaw Oblivion. Right on, cone shape. Oblivion. Anyone else? Kershaw makes some good stuff. Ed, what paracord do you use? Asks Mad Yako. What's that? Oh, there it is. You guys couldn't hear it, but there was like a dip. Did you see Yellowstone? Oh, yeah. The dude from Dazed and Confused he's one of the main characters in Yellowstone. Yellowstone is good. I thought the first few seasons, well, everything I watched, I mean, it just kind of ended. And then it didn't make the next season or whatever. But it's definitely a good show. It's fun. It's like, I don't like Westerns really all that much. I mean, I don't mind it, but I just never really was big on Westerns. Now I'm kind of growing on them because I've seen a few, and like, it's kind of a Western. You know, like in a way that it really shows, like, I don't know how completely accurate it is, but like what ranch hands do, you know, and how like ranch hand life is kind of like that. And so you kind of get this kind of slice of that, which is kind of interesting. And then just land and land ownership and I don't know, it's kind of an interesting show. I'd check it out. Ed says he goes with paracord planets, board paracord, or whatever presents itself at the time. Got some mixed stuff off of Amazon that's still decent enough, right? Miko says, how many knives do you have? I do not know. 400. And some. But I don't know that number. Do I have any Opinels or Kershaws? I got an Opinel right here. The old number 8. Definitely a staple for the collection. Not really a knife that I carry. It does have the twist lock. Everyone knows. That's just that standard Opinel. So of course I've got some staples of the collection. I have a few Kershaws. This is the Heist. Yeah, Kershaw Heist. I actually daily carried this one for quite a while. Crossbar lock, pretty snappy. I think this is D2. Pretty sure. I do have a Kershaw. I have that one over here. I was messing around with that before. Where did I set it? I have knives kind of scattered about. So sometimes it takes me a little, there it is, a little while to find it. Here's the Kershaw Iridium. Miko says does some paracord braiding. Jay Korskaden, have to pass out smokes and little bottles of alcohol to the kids. That's expensive. Maybe back in the day, but how much does a pack of cigarettes cost you guys these days? Like $8, $10 more? Boom. Kershaw Iridium. This one won a Blade Show Knife of the Year like a couple years ago or something like that. Not a bad knife. I pretty much like everything about it. Action's good. The crossbar lock maybe is a little weak. You can kind of get the blade kind of playing out a little bit when I wish it was a little bit tighter, snappier. And the blade is shiny. Some people love a shiny blade. What do you love? Comment. Let me know. I prefer a more of a matte blade. See this one? It's like super easy to get fingerprints on it. I'm actually considering maybe acid etching it, stone washing it, or media blasting it or something. I just am not a huge fan of the shiny. What's up? Keiki? Keiki? Please gift you this Kershaw knife. I'm not doing any giveaways today, and I like this knife. I want to keep it. It's part of my collection. I would have to buy another one then. And I'm not doing any giveaways today. Dan has a spooky scene going on. Oh, Jesus. Thought someone was behind me. What's up, Mo Patty? How are you today? Did you, Patty, when you bought the mug and the shirt, did they give you a tracking information? I'm just curious because I haven't had any. I just interested on how the order, how it worked, and so do you know, like, is the shirt, has it shipped yet, or are you still waiting? Or I'm just curious how the experience proceeded. What? What? Why would I do that? Well, I do giveaways. I don't just do spur of the moment giveaways, and every once in a while someone asks for a knife. It's, you know, it happens. And that's okay. Sometimes you get lucky, right? You know, you never know. Not at all. Did not know it was shipped until you got it. Okay. Good to know. But then the shirt shipped separately, so we'll see. Let me. I know you'll let me know. I'm interested to see the quality. I forgot. I've been planning on it, ordering a few of them for myself, so I can kind of have some for giveaways and just kind of check out, you know, the quality of the hoodies and stuff. What are you doing tonight, Mo Patty? Are you hanging out? Do you have kids that come through the neighborhood? Are you gonna go out for dinner or something? Or what is what's on your agenda? Anything exciting? We're kind of chilling right now. I'm playing it by ear, letting the night take me. When the night comes in. Raining here, but if it stops, we might hit the bar in costume. Yeah, it's raining here too, so it's kind of one of those things where it's actually it's not raining right now, but it's wet. Everything's wet. You and the dog and scary movies, that sounds great. That sounds great. What do you have on the set for watching tonight, Patty? Do you have anything queued up that you know you're planning on watching? Or and is anyone else? What are the scary movies we're watching tonight? I can tell you Friday the 13th is a guarantee. Hellraiser movies, if you stay into the early ones. Screams, that'd be good. Maybe a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you haven't seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre, what are you doing with yourself? Huh? I don't know. Jumped on here and looking. Fright Night. Fright Night's a good one. But do me a favor for me. For me. First, Final Destination is fun. Yes, the Final Destinations can be pretty exciting. They're pretty fun, especially the first one. So do me a favor, folks. If you haven't seen Fright Night, go ahead and watch Fright Night. But definitely check out Fright Night. And if you're going to watch Fright Night, watch the original, please. For me. Watch the original. The original. Not the 2010 version. It's not the same. It's not the same. They're not the same. Oi! My girl, maybe you want to watch a movie. Maybe not this one. But this is the movie that started it all. You know? The girl just... If I just gently sway, that kind of give you a feeling. And I'm going to be like... Right? Which Scream? Scream 1? I don't know if I haven't even seen all the Screams. I know there's a couple of the newer ones that I may not have seen. Watching Chucky, as in the series. Isn't the series called Chucky, I believe? So are you watching the show or are you watching one of the movies? Quite a few of the movies are pretty good. I actually have not watched the series. Not that I say it's bad or anything like that. I just haven't watched it yet. Cat Scratch, what's up? How you doing? What are you getting into tonight? Grateful Dong's in here? Oh, God, is it? And I can't see him. All messages. Grateful Dong, freaky people. It does not want to put you in my top chat. It just pisses me off. And I sent a message, and guess what? I got a reply from AI. Relax. What's up, Lakeside? Grateful Dong, my man. Getting into nowhere. What's up, KDK and gang? What's up, Dirty Dan? Ricex, let's spend this demonic day. You can spend it however you like. Getting into no. Oh, you're sick? Being sick sucks. But you can hang out, maybe watch a couple movies, catch up on a show. I'm not watching any shows right now, I can tell you that. Which is fine. I've just been busy. Alright, hold on a second here. I do some cleanup. Just saying what's up, taking the goblin ghouls out for some fun and candy. Excellent, Lakeside. Have a great time. Hopefully it's nice enough out and you don't we have some weather here. It's a little rainy and blah. Kids never want to wear a coat. It's cold and rainy. Ordered 3 more Kobuns in the last day, including the Lynn Thompson. Didn't you just order like 3 other knives, one of them being the Kobun? So you just ordered 3 more? Is that what you're saying? On top of the other 3 that you just, or was last night? Right? I like your style. I like your style. It's great. I think it's like 5 total. You know, once you get rolling, bro, it's something. I'm getting excited because I know that there's I'm getting close to a point where I'm starting to get some rollback where I've purchased and I don't have. Clint Crosby, what's up? Purchased the El Dorado, and we just got an info on the El Dorado from AZ USA. Those will be shipping in the next couple of weeks, which is really cool. What's up, Weka? Hello, pumpkins. So I have the El Dorado, and then the other knife that came with it. I can't remember the name of that one right now. Happy Halloween, Xavier. So we've got 2 from AZ USA coming. I have 2 NAFS Lander 5s from the Kickstarter that they're supposed to be shipping in the next couple of days. I'm trying to think about it, but I got my Sparrow Strix coming in December. Full lefty titanium Strix. It's gonna be sweet. I backed another Kickstarter for NAFs for the Old College Try, but that's not going to be out till like March. But there's something else on the way right now. Oh, I got something on the way from 1931 Leatherworks in Mad Yako, from their double wide edc.com. Go check it out. Got some bolt butter, leather conditioning, metal conditioning, sauce. And I had Terry from 1931 Leatherworks make me a slip. He let me pick like custom colors, custom stitching, and sizing. So it's going to fit my Kentucky Holler Jack. So I'm excited for that. It looks like I'm going to be getting those 2 things tomorrow. And I got a couple other things I can't think of off the top of my head. It's not working right now. But I know I have a few more things that are all kind of coming that I purchased in the last sub. Thank you for subscribing, Miko. We have a good time. Really kind of chill tonight. The Halloween theme, just hanging out. Depending on how long we go for, what's going on, maybe we'll get into something. If it gets a little rowdy in here, we could maybe do a dye project or something, or if it's just chill and maybe everyone's busy and they're going to be going and doing some stuff. I just Yako waxed all my knives. Oh, that's right. Yako has wax too? I didn't see that on there. Did I miss that? Because I got the bolt butter from Terry, or the 1931 Leatherworks bolt butter, but there's Yako wax too. Do you guys sell both of those on there? I should have just ordered both. That's my bad. Mick. Yeah, because I was just on double wide and I kind of went through there and I thought, I don't remember. Yeah, my bad. I should have bought one of each. What's the difference between the Yako wax, the Mad Wax, and the Bolt Butter? Just got the Cevivi Shocking. Not impressed. I would have purchased another Elementum. What's the Shocking look like? I could probably find a way to pull that up here in a second. Now, I can't picture that one, Patty, which is surprising. I'm kind of keeping my hand on the pulse. And then whenever it's like I'm always going to the pages and looking at what the new stuff coming out, or what's coming soon, and then going to the shows and seeing all the new protos and stuff like that. It's shocking. Oh, that one. Yeah. It's got the spirals. I did a laser mark similar to that. So the action on it isn't that good then? Patty? That's what the shotgun looks like. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in here. Come on. Ugh. Let me do what I want to do, you mothers. Patty bought a budget knife? Nothing wrong with that. Couple kids had to walk. Dave Letterman. That one was whack, bro. Sorry. I'm losing it over here. What's going on? I tell ya. So We has a shock in as well, which is way better than the Cevivis. What's the deal with this one? Is the button just got some stick to it then? You know, the action sucks. Cevivi button locks. I mean, it looks like a nice little design. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't have very many Cevivi button locks. I got the Altus. Altus has been a solid knife though. It's kind of a popular one. What, maybe 2 years ago when the Altus came out? I'm not really sure. Say it's probably almost 2 years. Mick, it looks great. That's why I got it. It does look great. I love that texture of the circles on the scales. But if the action sucks, if the button sticks or whatever, it doesn't swing very well. Well, it's really dark. You can't even see it. Or maybe you can. What's up, B Shady? This is actually, man, I forget about some of the knives. The Cevivi Altus, dude, it's just a simple button lock, just works good, just clean, boom, not too large, kind of a nice, simple daily carry. And I got what is the name of this one? Wee Shockin is numbered and feels much nicer in hand. So you have a Wee Shockin as well then, or you just handled one? I can't remember the name of this one from Cevivi. Another button lock, bigger one. You can flick it off of nothing, which is fun. Dirty Dan doesn't own a single button lock. You kidding me? You sure about that? What are you up to tonight, B Shady? Looking good, I'm sure. Jesus, this beard is getting thick. I need to shave. But I bet you by the next time you guys see me, this might be gone. I'm getting sick of it. Thumb studs feel cheap, scales are not smooth, and the detent sucks balls. You heard the truth there from Mo Patty. She knows what's up. No. What? No what? What did I miss? No? Was I not supposed to read that? Oh, don't shave. I'm like, my brain already lost it. It was like, what? Don't what? Don't do what you just said you were going to do. You like the beard, huh? It just itches. I just want to scratch and get in there. And although my patches are disappearing, I got this big patch that just nothing grows there. Zachary, what's up? It's a problem. It's a problem. Let me tell you the problem. I just ordered the Work Tough Mateo XL, the T-Kill Outrider, and a Vosti Porcupine. I need to go to Knives Anonymous. No, I think you're right on track, bro. I mean, don't look at me, though. Don't look at me. I mean, I think you're right on track. I think you're right on track. I mean, well, now I can't balance my stupid... You just want to fall off the planet for no reason? There's a stupid thing right there. I tell you, you know, dang thing on what. I'll move over to this side for a little while. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the right person to talk to you about this issue you think you have, but Zachary, I think you're fine. I think you're fine. I think you're totally fine. Buy more knives. Mo Patty's 500 sub giveaway is going to be tomorrow. I made sure to click save it. What time is it at again? Had you decided? Because I know you said it was like at noon or whatever, depending on if TKE was going live or something. So is TKE going live? Or feel free, Patty, if you want to link it. Easier for you guys to do it when I'm vertical living. But if you want to link the link to your live for tomorrow, I'll pin it up. No Shame November. Or ever. It just itches. 12 Central, if TK is not live, 11 Central. So either 12 or 11, depending on the TKE. Do we know if he's going live? He hasn't been live for like the last 3 weeks. Everything is okay. Is he just got a busy month going on or something? I mean, I'm not trying to pry, but I'm hoping he's doing all right. He usually does a Saturday morning live. I've been going live for my morning coffee hangout. Patty's always there. A lot of you are. I appreciate that. But we hang out on Saturday morning before TKE goes live, but he hasn't gone live in a few weeks. Did you see they did the porcupine? So they got a porcupine with studs now? I have not seen that. But I'm sure it's fantastic. A lot of people really love it. I'm sure it's a good one. Done and done. Encouragement. Encouragement. Solid. Don't spend out of your means. Pay your bills. Feed your kids. Stash a little away. Buy yourself some treats. We're chilling at home. Going to hand out some candy bars. Probably doing well drinks. Cranberry and Grey Goose as the kiddos are off kiddoing. How fun. That's great. I have a little bottle of whiskey that I might have. You know what I found at the store the other day? It's back. It is back. You either love it or you hate it. Eggnog is in stock for the season. Anybody else in here nog? You guys like the nog? Some people are like, no. Don't do the eggnog? Roll. I'll be nogging. I already bought a jug. I already drank it. It's already gone. 2 days. It's like 3 sips. Gone. I didn't even put any whiskey or brandy in that one. I just slammed the whole first bottle. Just that first bottle I bought, it was just done. Just slammed it. And half of it is gone. Why is it only around a certain part of time of year? Why? Why can we only have eggnog in November and December? Does anyone understand the logic behind the nog? Can't lie. You scare me. I'm not, it's spooky time. It's Halloween. It's time for the spooky spook. But I tell you what, eggnog, they have to save up on eggs. They only can do it. It's the same reason the McRib. They only can have the McRib a certain time of year because they literally devastated. I remember seeing something on that when the McRib was a hot thing. They were like, we can't keep up with this. The McRib is back and pig farmers can't keep up. And then it's like, no, you can only do this for so long because we can't fulfill. So that's the deal with the egg, with the nog? Cranberry raspberry, but tonight is cranberry grape. Do you have Kershaw in the collection? What do I think about that brand? I have a couple Kershaws. We did check them out. Actually, someone else already had asked about the same brand. Hot topic tonight. Kershaw Heist I carried for quite several months. Oh, geez. several months I carried the Heist. It's a nice, painful crossbar lock that I'm having issues with right now because I'm not looking at it. Maybe I just look at it. It's fine. Kershaw Heist. Nice budget version, crossbar lock, D2, FRN scales. I do have the Kershaw Iridium. This one did win that award for a Blade Show. I got a couple more little Kershaws around here somewhere, but I don't know where they are. It's kind of a mess tonight. You like Kershaw? They have some nice autos. So, here we are. Halloween. Halloween. Do I go out later? Do I get lazy? Do we watch some movies? I would rather have the cran grape. I would say maybe between cran raz and cran grape. Yeah, that's tough. I almost think maybe I would lean on cran grape as well. Mo Patty busting a link in there. What's this link? Oh, that's the live. That's Mo Patty's live. Let me pin that. So I'm gonna pin the top of the chat. Boom. The link that is gonna be Mo Patty's live tomorrow. Why is that not okay? Double checking that it's opening. November 1st. 19 hours, approximately. The dog was bugging me for food. Meant to type something. No worries. No worries. It says Mo Patty. Boom. Clint Crosby's watching the first Friday the 13th. I just got done watching Terrifier 3. No spoiler. What'd you think of 3? Because I actually kind of liked 1. I think it had some promise. It was kind of testing out some ground and stuff. Then I watched 2, and I was kind of uneasy by 2. Like it, very gory. And often that's not a problem for me. But it seemed, knowing there's a 3 is a spoiler, no? I mean, kinda. I feel like the gore in 2 was super heavy and fast, and we didn't even have a chance to get to know, or like this, there wasn't enough, like, I don't know, a classic Friday the 13th. They spend a little time, you get to know the cast, you kind of get to realize, like, oh, I don't like this guy, or this girl's not very nice, or, you know, like, or the attitudes or whatever, you know, you get to know the people, and then you're like, oh, I can't wait for this one to die, or whatever, you know. And but it like kind of leads into it. Versus on 2, it just seemed like it just didn't. It just only just was like, here's a bunch of gore, not enough story. I don't know. I'm not trying to complain too much, but I haven't watched 3. I was kind of just turned off by 2 a little bit, and I don't watch a ton. So it's got, when I do, it's tough to pick, because you end up picking something that you might have already seen over. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Gonna try to get my crippled butt to some Suns football game tonight. Homecoming. Watch 6 again. 6. Friday part 6? Was that what you're talking about, Dom? Friday 6? Friday 6 is one of the best. Megan. Wherever the dot goes, you bang. Megan. And Megan was in V, so I was like in love with her back in the day. Drink every so often. Not an everyday evening or month thing. It's every once in a while. Sure. Yeah, I don't much either. I'll have a couple beers here and there, maybe a drink here and there. If I'm out with some friends and maybe someone's got a bottle passing around, a little sip or whatever, but I don't really drink too much. I did go to college for many years, so I mean, I took care of that. State college, you know. You know what I mean? Team is 7-2 and in the playoffs. Right on, Nick. I hope they win. But I'm definitely more of a IPA hazy beer or whiskey, Jameson or something. Keeps it enjoyable. Yeah, if you just drink all the time. Freddy Krueger was in V. He sure was. Sure was. And he wasn't scary at all. He was like a timid little teddy bear. What's up, J1 Doobie? Heck yeah, V was dope. If you're old enough and you saw the original V, that was back in the day when it was like the mini-series existed, where you only could watch television when it was on. And like if you had a VCR, you could tape it. But if you didn't have a VCR to tape it, it was like 8 o'clock on this night. That's when you got to watch it. And that's when the whole world would have watched it. And then everyone kind of comes together to talk about it. And it's just mosey. But it was great because we got the original mini-series where it was like 2 episodes. So it was like one night special event. And then like 2 weeks later, it was like, and now the finale of the special event show, like 2-hour show. And then it would be like a year, and then like, oh, here we go, the final chapter, what will happen? And then another mini series, and then they turned it into a regular series, which was like 25 episodes. Back when shows these days, let me tell you, a show these days is like 6 to 8 to 10 episodes at max, and they're like 30 to 40 minutes long, and that's an entire season, and then you have to wait 2 years to get another season. Back in the day, it used to be 25 to 30 episodes a season, and it starts in the fall and it ends in the spring, and the next season starts in the fall. You know, it just moved. Watch They Live earlier today. That's a good one. Mall, a lot of bubble gum. Dirty Dan, I forgot to switch to show all chat too. And the only reason I figured it out is because someone says hi to Grateful Dong, and then I realize he's not here. They Live is definitely rad. Stranger Things Season 5 looks good. Stranger Things fell off a little bit. First few seasons were good. Then it kind of fell out. Wasn't really a big fan, kind of in the middle there. And then they came back. Season 4 was apparently everyone really, really liked. And so now they're going to close it off Season 5. But I mean, it's been like 5 years since the last season. These kids aren't even remotely close to kids anymore. They spent a lot less money on shows back then too. Yeah, they could because everyone wasn't overcharging for things. Like just the catering bill alone for a show is absolutely ridiculous. Like you don't need to charge that much. Oh, well, what we're catering for a set. It's like, yeah, but you're making $5 sandwiches. Why are they $20? You know? But, oh, well, that's just the gig that they get because, oh, well, we're the ones who cater for this thing. It's everything's union, and so they get to, you know. And so it's not cheap to make anymore because everything they do, everyone, you know, it's tougher. It's sad because some of the best horror movies are those underground, low budget, indie film, didn't have a great camera, and just came up with something awesome. You know what I mean? It doesn't require money to make something awesome unless you are stuck with the studios and the way that they do it. Season 4 was lit. And Season 3 was meh. See, I fell out. Like, I feel like I watched most of season 3 and I kind of didn't watch it. And then I heard 4 came back pretty hard. But I haven't. I'm always down for the weird shiz. I like some weird stuff. Frankenhooker. Weird, just silly. Like, that movie's just ridiculous. Because, like, you can tell. Like, when there's a kill and, like, they cut and it all of a sudden it definitely looks like a fake body and then it explodes or whatever. And it's just so cheesy that it's actually really good. I dig some of that stuff. Like, where they take it wild. Kind of like Sharknado in a way. I'm not saying I love Sharknado, but I love the premise behind some of these movies. They can just be really bad and so bad that they're actually good. And that's pretty fun. Mick used to work on TV back in the day, and the sets were cheesy, but it was still a great product. Yeah, I've been on some sets. I live in California, and you see some stuff, and it just looks so different in person versus how it shows like on camera sometimes. Day Tripper is a great low-budget movie. Pee-wee plays a festival promoter. Was it pre-Pee-wee or post Pee-wee? Was it like a more recent or was it early days? I've not heard of that one. Yeah, Mick used to work on the Sesame Street set. That is out of control. That's so cool. Anything like old Sesame Street or like Jim Henson and the Muppets, like that's some nostalgia stuff. That's some real stuff that's like timeless and all that. It'll always have a place in the world. That's pretty cool though, Mick. You got to do some stuff like that. Anyone seen Meet the Feebles? You want weird. Meet the Feebles is definitely weird. Sharknado went off the rails. You ever see Slacks? Is that? I think that's what it's called. It's about a pair of jeans that gets possessed and goes on a killing spree in the mall. Oh yeah, a pair of jeans. Or Rubber. Rubber is about a tire that gains like sentient like memory, like it becomes aware, and then it goes on a murder spree. And then there's like these group of people sitting up on this hill watching this movie take place, like they're observing it happening as it's live, but it's like they're watching it as a movie, but they're watching it from a hill, actually seeing the tire do its thing. It's just I love it. I love it. Miss Workin, you were born to be a stagehand. Shaun of the Dead. That one's fun. That's that classic slapstick kind of humor. They make the horror funny. There's a fine line where it can just be not good, but if you do it right. Remember when the tiger had powers? I don't remember the whole movie very well, but I remember it like starts moving around and doing its thing, and the people are on the hill are watching it, and then it starts. God, it's wild. It builds in an interesting way. Oh boy. What's for dinner tonight? What is for dinner tonight? We ordering out? Am I going out? Still don't know what I'm doing. 5:30. 5:30. The clock's a ticking. I might have to watch Rubber again. Slacks though. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long. Like the factory where they were making the jeans, like a little girl falls into the machine, and so her spirit goes into a pair of jeans, and then she swears vengeance. I mean, yes. I went into Manhattan on Monday morning, didn't get home until Saturday morning. I've never been. What were you doing in Manhattan? Yeah, I've never been to New York. LA, yeah. Texas, Florida. Steve's gonna be handing out candy, some pretty good costumes. Right on. What are the kids dressing up as this year? Is there anything? What's the hot ticket that the kids are dressing up as? I mean, adults is different. But what are the kids, what are the kids into right now? I'm curious. Like, is there, because I remember when we were kids, it was like, we couldn't even watch Nightmare on Elm Street, but a lot of people we love Freddy Krueger. Like, oh, I love Freddy Krueger in grade school. I'd never seen those movies, but it was like, I knew who it was. I was Freddy in like junior high or something like that. HGTV caused a lot of shows to go off the air. Oh, you went into where you worked. Fun. How far away are you from that area then? How is it a drive? Or are you kind of close? I definitely need to watch a movie tonight. I need to figure out if you can I set my stream up on Discord? Musky Face, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you. We're hanging out. It's Halloween, chilling out for a little bit, seeing what everyone's getting into tonight. I took the train and the subway. It was a 1-hour trip. Sure. I suppose the city, I don't know how it is, traffic is there in New York. I'm sure it's the same as like Los Angeles, where it's terrible. You need to get 7 miles and it's going to take an hour. Ridiculous. So one of the main reasons that helped me not want to live there anymore. Weather's great though. When it's 70, 75 every day and sunny, that I can be okay with that. I like the winter. I like to go skiing and ice fishing and stuff, but having to drive in the snow and shovel snow and things like that, it's not really, pass. Hard pass. But I'm in Minnesota, so we're stuck with it. Had a house on Long Island, and the main train hub was a 3-block walk. Not bad. Yeah, my ex, when I lived in California, we were like 7 miles from downtown Los Angeles, up in like the Hollywood area. And if you were to drive with your car, it would take 45 minutes to an hour to get there. And if she were to walk 3 blocks, get on the subway, ride the subway for like 9 minutes, get off, and then walk a block and a half, she was at work. And so it's like she could read a book for like 10 minutes or whatever, and like literally get to work in less than 20 versus driving an hour and then paying for parking. And like wild. Got a Kulo Griffin this week. Nothing like I own. Having fun with it. Kulo makes some fun stuff. I've checked out a couple of things. The only one I own is the Venter. Venter is a button lock that is also a button actuated liner lock. Or does that be a liner lock or a bolster liner lock or what? Inset liner lock. So you can see when I push the button. Whoop. Can you front flip this? No, maybe you can't. It looks like you could almost front flip this. Anybody got one of these? Can you front flip it? You helped rebuild 35W? Which time? Seems like they're always working on it. Grateful Dong's been scaring trick-or-treaters? That's great. That sounds like it's raining again. Yeah, kind of rainy right now. After the collapse, sure. Sure. Kulo is pretty fun though. This one's interesting, no clip. You got the button actuated liner, but no clip. You just got the mini little lanyard, Edyards. You're supposed to scare trick-or-treaters, though, Patty. That's kind of part of it. I mean, you're supposed to be like, ah, you know, and they're like, ah, you know, and they all run and they're... That's fun. It's fun. You gotta be something. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Anybody got the Boker Kalashnikov? They're fun. Little lefty auto. 7-year-old grandson loves Halloween. What's the costume he's got this year? What's he dressed up as? They do the treating, I do the tricking. It's a fair transaction. Yeah, when you open the door, you need to order, oh, and then you have the kids that run away and don't come back, they don't get the candy. That's the trick for the treat. Got the XL Desert Warrior, right on. And a Wiener Warrior, for sure. For sure. What did I say? Didn't I say Boker Kalashnikov? Did I say? I feel like I said. This is the Kaiser Porcupine. We dyed this recently. Had a girl totally lock up. Had to give her a full-size candy bar. She just froze like, oh, what do I do? Oh, you have the Kalashnikov? I feel like if I was going to get another one, Kalashnikov. Have I done a sunset fade? Yes. Did I sell that or did I give it away? I think that was part of the giveaway. Yeah, because it was a yellow to orange to red fade something. I have a dye project playlist. If you go into the playlist, I've got over 60 plus dye project videos, start to finish. See the whole process. Froze. WTF. What happened? I'm back. Sunset fade. I'm pretty sure it was for a giveaway, but I can't remember. I believe, but it was a yellow to orange to red fade. If you go into my playlist for my dye project, you can scroll through and all of them have a picture of the one that's getting done on the front. You could probably find it. I don't remember what it was offhand. I've done several fades. Not most of them are two color. But I know I did one that was yellow, orange, red. It was one of my first fades, actually. I don't know how many fades I have now. I've got my most recent one. This is the, it's really dull right there. It looks kind of purplish. The white to blue ice cold fade on the Cevivi Guile. Oh, I missed something. Hammer time. Good job, Mo Patty. I totally missed it. I got one from somebody earlier, though. We're all doing work. Cevivi Guile's cool. I dig it. The law. She's the law. Don't fight that law, because that law won. Oh, my Grateful Dong, my new Grateful Dong. Do a candy corn fade. White to yellow. But it wouldn't be a fade. If you did a candy corn, Dirty Dan, it's not really a fade. It'd just be white, boom, yellow, boom, orange. Right? It wouldn't really be a fade. I mean, you could do a candy corn fade where it would be just white to yellow to orange. That could be fun. But I almost wonder, like, if you want to really make it have that candy corn look, you almost need to someone who's legitimately dropping a prayer, I would not hammer. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some randoms and some people that come in, they're just trying to type some stuff. Generally, depending on how crazy it is or whatever, but a lot of times if it's stuff that just pertains to religion or politics or anything that doesn't have to do with knives or horror movies or what we're talking about, then we usually just make that one go away. There's places and times to discuss stuff like that, but we're here to relax, to hang out, to not worry about the woes of life. We're here to celebrate the beauty and the fun of it. Casey of the Knives Fast channel could not be any more disappointed than I am right now. Casey, what's wrong? I had it. You got to start from the beginning. We've been going for an hour and 27 minutes here, KC. You're running late. It's all here. I'm right here. We're ready. I've been. I had it on the table. I even added, we've turned. Perfect. Is that better? Everybody go check out KC of the Knives Fast channel. KC, check out my freshest one that Grateful Dawn gave me. Boom. Tell me that's not the greatest gas station knife ever. Right? Oh, that's just going to go so well on the gas station shelf. It stands up just like a beautiful. Jason's new poop knife, though. Hell yeah, the perfection. I'm ready. Or maybe I should carry this.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. Casey, were you on the other day? I juggled right here. There's not even enough room to do it. And I had moved the table over and I had about 3 feet of space and I was juggling knives. We get crazy. We get crazy. Knives Fast with the $2. Thank you very much. I'm impressed with you. What did you just posted? Casey just posted, was that today? 25 million views? Something like that? Somewhere around there? 25 mil? Million. Butter Knives Fast. Number 175. Limited edition. Ready to go. Yeah, he's killing it. What are you, almost at 42,000 as well? He just hit 40,000 subs and instantly was at 41 like a couple days later. Just crushing it. Well deserved. Been doing it for a while. Butter Knives Fast, bro. You know it. Now you're already over 42. See, he's just, he's growing. What's up, Kowal? That can't be correct. As much as I'd love it for it to be that time for you right now, the minutes don't change. So it's got to be 48 after. But it'll come around. At least 2 of those 25 million views were me. North Valley Neil coming in hot. At least you gave Casey two of those views are mine, bro. Oh, that's great. Kevin Smith and Nas, what the hell, bro? I hear Kevin's going to be at the meetup with KC and them. That's going to be in a couple weeks. If anyone's in their area, they are doing a little meetup. I'm super jealous. I would love to be there. I would have to buy a plane ticket, take some time off of work. I'm not going to be doing that, unfortunately. But I hope you all have a good time at that meetup. It sounds like it's going to be super fun. Chris Hinckley, happy Halloween to you as well. But definitely check out KC. I'll give KC a salute. It's over here. The Micro Jet salute for his $2. Thank you so much. Boom. Go check it out. I think one of those Mach 33, or what is it? Is it a Mach 3377? It's Halloween, the Mach 666. I believe one of the Machs is in the next group of knives that I'm getting from Fred. Casey's got a couple new ones. That Tornado that's going to be coming out too. I am excited about that one. Definitely check out some of this guy's really cool designs. Fred sends some awesome stuff. This thing right here, look at that bad boy. KB Knives. KB crushing it right now. KB's making the coolest, some of the coolest stuff. No doubt. Boosh. Who's in the Northeast? You coming to the... I can't... I wish. I wish, bro. I do. I got to save. I went on a lot of trips this year, plus Blade Show Atlanta, Blade Show Texas. It's, there's only so much time I can take off and go out, and Marco's in the Southeast. The Pioneer. The milling, the texture milling, the contouring on the handle. Ugh. This thing is awesome. Will we be beating Katie K's live stream from last night? It wasn't 4 hours and 30 minutes, was it? I know it was over 4 hours. I don't think it was 4.5 though, was it? 'Twas but a joke. KC, what's your costume for the day? Get some hair going and go as me? This vampire? I don't know. All I know is I did cut myself last week on the live because I had the knife right here on the edge and I bumped the table. You guys remember that? Scary bald knife tuber. I don't think you're scary though. Kind of a puppy dog, kind of sweetheart, you know? What's up, Cody? I dig it. You getting some trick-or-treaters over there, Casey? I don't know if I'm going to get very many because it's raining. The weather is not great. Kids are going to have to wear their jackets. You like the Scream mask? It's a cutie pie. Casey, do you ever get any of the Halloween buzzes? I got the new Halloween buzz this year. It's Art the Clown. The glow-in-the-dark Halloween buzzes. You throw a buzz, Casey? This is my main mid. I have a brand new one, a beat up one, and a super beat up one. So I keep 3 in the bag. They all fly a little different. I don't throw the Halloween buzzes, but I get one every year because they're fun. Thomas has already got 26 trick-or-treaters. You're on your way back from West Virginia. You did a catwalk across the New River Gorge. 850 feet up. Ooh, that's pretty fun. That sounds pretty exciting. I bet you some people jump off that, huh? Some people skydive off that? Or base jump it? At that height. 850-foot gorge. That's pretty high. How much is it like a catwalk? So it's like a bridge, like a walking bridge? Like how is it? I'm gonna have to look that up, see what it looks like. Screenshot. I'm picturing a rickety bridge like in Indiana Jones, something like that. They base jump the bridge one day a year. How cool is that? What a trip. That would be something I would maybe consider of doing once upon a time. But yeah, I'm imagining it looks kind of like in Indiana Jones, towards the end, when it's pretty narrow and there's just ropes on the side that you walk with. I've gone bungee jumping several times. I've done skydiving once as well, but never base jumping. That's a little bit more advanced. You don't have as much time to think or do stuff. 1 week from today, I'll be holding a 1-year-old grandson. How cool is that, Kevin Smith? Kevin Smith and Knives, lucky grandpappy. Grandson's turning 1 year old. And he's going to be going visiting family and then going to the meetup. So that's cool. Kevin's going to be having some fun in the next week. Grateful kayaked under that bridge. Could you even see? I mean, when you look at a bridge 850 feet above you, how small does that look? That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It says this tree here is an aspen. You can tell by the way it is. Right. Oh, I don't even know anymore. I honestly though, this is where it's at. This is it right here. Oh no, it's this. There you go. Look at how thick the handle is on the Buck 119. It's just the greatest chunk handle ever. I have huge hands. I wrap them around. It just barely makes it. Oh, what a cool knife. I mean, see it? We used to jump off a bridge on the way to the beach. 50-foot drop. That sounds fun, Mick. Now that is something I would have done back in the day. We had some, where I grew up, there were some quarries, a lot of quarries and stuff, where they would have cliffs around them, 20, 30, 40-foot cliffs. And you're basically jumping into water where there's no bottom. It's like 100 feet deep water. And so there's really nothing that you really have to worry about jumping into. You just have to make sure you jump out and away. But yeah, I used to, that was fun. Only your third time seeing your grandson? Yeah, it is tough when you live far away. That's just kind of the way it is. That's one of the main reasons I ended up moving back to Minnesota from California, because grandma wasn't doing great back then. And, my sister started having some kids, or getting ready to start having some kids, and I'm like, you know what? I wanted to be closer to family. And sometimes that's not really an option, with jobs and stuff like that. But I actually was in a motorcycle accident and broke my collarbone and couldn't work for a while. And then at the same time, it was, oh, sister's pregnant. It's like, I kind of want to be around a little bit more. What's up, TCC Blades? So I moved back to Minnesota in 2011, 11. I think it was 11. And yeah, so I've been back 14 years. I grew up in Minnesota, went to college in Minnesota. Oh, Oh, now we understand. Yeah. Do I have no kids though? Nope. Been divorced, which is fine. We still get along. Just didn't work out. And yeah, no kids. No kids. Couple of nephews from my sister, so I get to hang out with them and be the uncle, have some fun with them. Try to get into some trouble. They're getting older too. Now we're really gonna start causing trouble, right? One of them will be driving pretty soon, before we know it. And then the next year or two, it's gonna be. It's crazy how time goes by. Motorcycle accidents or something, Kevin. Check out the new Kaiser top sale. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I'm off the planet. Yeah, Kevin. It was unfortunate, but I was in this lane here, and the person over here was riding up close to the person in front of them. We're all going like 50 miles an hour, and then this person almost hit someone in front of them, so they kind of started to hit their brakes, and this car was too close to them, and so instead of hitting them, they kind of swerved. And then it tapped them, which then pushed them like this. And so I was like here, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, I had a half a second, T-bone the car. So I really had absolutely nothing I could do except for brace for it. Flew over the top of her car, slid down the freeway. Had my leather jacket on with the pads in the back and the arms and helmet, gloves. Ripped up my ass cheek, my shoe shot off, ripped up my ankle, broke my collarbone. I was just dropped on my head. I come up with elaborate stories to tell you fibs, because ultimately it was just, bounced on my head. But I was very lucky. Could have been significant. I might not have been here, but what was also crazy, it was on a busy road, and literally there was an ambulance that was like on duty or whatever, all of like 20 cars behind us. So within like 30 seconds to a minute of the whole thing happening, there was an ambulance there. It was like literally right there, and they're like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'm like, eh. And collarbone was the obvious break, because it was a full clean break, which was nasty, because you can't put that in a cast. So it just takes you forever to heal, because every time you move or breathe, it shifts. Not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. And other than that, I never really went down. I laid my bike down, or it wasn't my bike, but I laid a bike down in a garage once. We're going like 5 miles an hour in a super really slick concrete floor, like not a brushed concrete floor, but like a smooth concrete floor, under garage, like under an apartment, and it was all dusty, and I was like turning like this, like 5 miles an hour, and the thing just was like, whoop, just laid down, put a little dent in it. I was like, man, that was the dumbest lay down ever. You're killing my thinking on getting on a motorcycle. They are great though. They're really fun. You just take the long way home. I think if you get one and you're not using it for like a rush hour commute, you're not using it to drive in busy traffic, you are literally getting in it, taking side roads off into open road, chill rides. Fantastic. But the problem is when you're in traffic, heavy traffic, people don't care. People are on their phone. People aren't paying attention, and then it's not even, you could have the best skills riding ever, but you're just surrounded by potential. And so if you're using it to get around in like rush hour or something like that, I wouldn't recommend that. But for going on a cruise on a light road where there's not heavy traffic, and that can be extremely enjoyable. Flipped over the parkway. Lady behind us was a nurse in her minivan filled with first aid. Just instantly there. It was wild. I don't think I'd ever been on. I'm not trying to think of any other accidents, but they shot me up. They like filled me up with like morphine or whatever, like right there, like literally minutes after it happened. Because I mean, I literally, my collarbone, you can see that? Look at this one, straight. This one, boom. Because when it broke like that, and then it's moving like this when you're trying to heal. And then when it finally fused together, it fused together like this. So now I've got this raised up bump. But that's like you know, you can't, it's just a nasty break. And so they were literally like, oh, that one's, you know, blah, blah, blah. And there's like, boom, shot me up. And I'm like, woo, like all dizzy. And like, I barely had a chance to be in pain. Except for I had months of pain after that. So there was that. And I hate painkillers. I couldn't keep the stupid painkillers down. They would make me nauseous. So then I was basically dealing with it more without painkillers, which ultimately people who are good with painkillers end up liking them, you know, and then needing them. And so fortunately for me, I hated them. But it sucked because it was more painful. You have to be very defensive on a bike. You have to know your outs. You have to plan your routes. You always have to, you know, you pick your zones. You don't want to be in a spot where you have no escape point. You want to be here where, oh, if something happens here, oh, I can bail out this way or whatever. So you always have to think about things like that. Yeah, I could have been done. I hit their car, and, you know, the car, it's like, here's the hood, and then it goes up. It was like a, you know, like that. And I hit the hood. So I hit the hood and flew over the hood. If I would have hit the side of the car, I would have smashed into the side of the car at 50 some miles an hour. It probably would have been a done deal. So I'm lucky to be here. Just to ride and enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I was using it to drive to work, and I lived in Los Angeles. You know, like, I wasn't a crazy splitting lanes doing nutty stuff, but still, the traffic is heavy. You're never not in traffic. And when people are in traffic and it's tight, and then that's what happens. I had nothing I could do. It was instantly boom, boom. They were right in front of me, and I had an eighth of a second to either hit the wall, hit the car to my side, or hit them. Nowhere to go. Unpleasant. Here we are. Crash on your dirt bike, road rash. Oh, dude, I shaved my cheek because I slid. I managed to get onto my back right away, and I slid like, I don't know, 1,000,000 yards. And right here, it was like a sander. Just sanded this big old circle. Kind of like the sander on my finger here, except for it was my ass cheek. Wolfman Jason. And his hair was perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. You know me, bro. I squirrel out hard. Thomas always suggests cool stuff to look at. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you reminding me. I get going on something. There are riders who have gone down, and the riders who are going to go down. You are going to, yeah. That is, unfortunately, a thing. Ooh. Is this not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Crystallized titanium? Oh, coming soon. I was like, is this drop already? What? Why have I missed this? Hold on, I can show you guys. This is the Kaiser top sale. It looks like it's going to be releasing soon. It says coming soon. M390 titanium, crystallized titanium, front flipper. Ooh, that bolster lock. That is, oh, you can't see that, my bad. Boom, look at that. Oof. That is crazy. Okay. I'm on board with this. Ooh, nice little back spacer there. What's everyone think about crystallized titanium? I like it. So you're gonna have that flicking hole. You got the front flipper. Look at the forward angle on that blade. Oof. I like it. This one looks great. This lock right here, that's what's up. That's what lefties like to see. The Top Sail family. Can I zoom in more? All right. Titanium crystallized, titanium Damascus, titanium zirconium. Jesus. How much is that one going to cost? Right? Oh, it won't let me. Can I do this? Copy. Let's see if their search bar works. It does. I don't want to spin the wheel. $249 for the Damascus version. $159 and $69 for the crystallized titanium. $199 for the gold and black zirconium. Which one do you like the best? The Zirc, the green crystal, the blue crystal, or the Damascus? All M390. Bruh. Oh no, here we go again. Here we go again. I'm buying the zirconium the second it comes out. What was the other zirconium that they made that was it was the inserts for the Milita? I believe they had some zirconium versions of that. Very, very cool. I dig it. Crystallized titanium is nice too. I do like the way that stuff looks. Damascus is cool, but it's awfully expensive. But matte DLC and then Damascus, $250. $250. That actually, for that huge chunk of Damascus, that's usually pretty expensive, right? Kaiser's awesome, though. Kaiser is great. I have more Kaisers than any other knife in my collection. It would take Cevivi, Concept, CJRB, all of those companies. Each one of those, I'd have to get like 10 more to kind of catch up, which would take much, or I'd have to sell some, which I've considered kind of thinning a little bit, where I could maybe take 10, 20 knives out of all of them that I have and maybe sell them. I don't need to, though. You know, you don't need to. Why not just keep going? But every once in a while, I've sold a couple to some friends at work and a few people, things like that. I have another coworker next week. I'm going to bring like 6 to 10 knives in the like $40 to $80 range for him to look at and kind of pick one out. What's up, Cheesy Moon Workshop? Or just send them to me. Just start sending them all your way. Or me. Like, why do you have too many? But you shouldn't have too many. I do need to do another count. It has been a while. I haven't actually done a count since we moved in here. We moved in here and Kathleen was convinced that I had 440. And when I was moving in here, we were at like 380, 390 on a count. And I still had 20 or 25 that were out there. And then we knew it was like, okay, it's over 400. So it's around 400. Since then, I've definitely gotten more. I've sold a couple, traded a couple, but you trade, you get something else. But I have not done a count since then, so it's been quite a while. Mr. Dylan Mallory has entered the chat. Dylan, I was carrying this. I was carrying 3 knives today, and my secondary carry was this one right here. The real nice Centros, the ARPM 9 with the micarta and the titanium version. Dylan's little special version he had made up. Gonna start a spreadsheet. Alex, as much as I like that seems like an absolute horrible time. I do not enjoy data entry whatsoever. So having to do that just sounds awful. Now, if I could just say it out loud and have it all be inputted and categorized or whatever for me, or if someone else did it, I'd be like, that's kind of cool. But my data sheet is going to be like, all right, Kubi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kubi. Inventory. Well, Patty's been the hammer tonight. She's killing it. She has been. This is a great little small user though, Dylan. Really nice. Really fun little snappy little guy. But god dang, I've carried this one more than any other knife in the short time that I've owned it. Some of them definitely carried more, but if you go percentage wise of when I purchased to when or how many times I've carried it up to today, Orlock for the win. Absolutely. Anybody want to make a spreadsheet for me? Come on over. We'll get rolling. Well, Patty, you taking over my hammer? Just merely a pinion hammer. Anything new? You're going to work on some stuff in the shop this weekend, Dylan? Grinding some stuff up? The last few days have been busy. I haven't had a chance to watch too many videos or check up on Instagram and stuff like that. Dylan's doing some cool stuff though. Happy Halloween, projectiles are sharp. It's the mask isn't as fun today. My beard is so thick it's pushing through these holes and it's kind of making my chin itch. Reconnecting. You're live. How long were we not live for there? Seconds? Making a few more templates. Got to have the people vote on a model. Are you going to put that on your on that Instagram group that we're in or whatever then? Or are you going to post it publicly? Kenman. Dan Kenman. Really? Do tell. Yeah, Patty. Mallory's been making, so he bought a nice grinder, sander. That group sucks. Whoa, what group sucks? What did I miss? My chat's not moving over here. Starting to do this again, huh? Why would my chat start freezing up again? We're back. You need one of those catalog cabinets and use the Dewey Decimal System. I'm old enough I learned that. We learned about microfiche. Who remembers the microfiche? We had to go look things up on microfiche. The old card catalog. And then I'd have a whole rack of the card catalog that you could go Kubi. Titus. It's there. Yeah, this thing, This chat's jacked. Dumb. So yeah, that new Kaiser looks pretty cool. When is it gonna be here? It just says coming soon. Coming soon. Still planning on focusing on kitchen knives. KDK is a knifeaholic. Had projectiles are sharp. Got a Hold 5 X5 today. What a weird knife. You like it though? Excellent. Excellent. Modify a card catalog cabinet and store my collection in the cabinet. I've seen some boards. I saw these things. It was kind of cool, but it was like too expensive. But it was like an organizer drawer or something like that. Where I've seen people do stuff like this before. But imagine it's like maybe a 2-inch deep drawer that's maybe as big as this. You know, like kind of a 1 by 2 foot drawer, or no, like maybe more than that. Maybe 2 by 3 foot drawer. Kind of a, you know, like whatever. You got this drawer. And it's only like this deep, but then there's rows. There's like a wooden wall. So they basically hang that up on the wall, and so there's just basically slot, but they're only a couple inches deep, so you can put a single knife into each one. Be kind of cool, but they were expensive, and I was like, ooh, that one's cool. How many's in it? Oh, 20 or 18. You can put 18 knives in there. Like, wow. So I need 20 of those at like $40 a piece or something, like, you know, like, okay, not buying those. But if you could find some old ones, I actually was given from the people I'm renting the house from. They had like a sunglass or a glasses case, like a glasses display cabinet. You open it up and it has all these little things that you could put a pair of glasses on. And I think it's like 5 by like 20 pairs of glasses. And you could take each one of those. I noticed it is like they hold glasses on them because they got the little brim for the nose part to sit on. So knives don't really work. But if you take the whole thing and you flip it upside down, each thing kind of comes out like this for the glasses. Well, upside down they're like this. And so then you can just easily set a knife into each one. So it's kind of cool, but I don't know where I'd put it. This room's kind of full already. Patty's in, just bought some new steak knives, not impressed. Need to replace all my knives. Oh, Patty's going for it. I could tell already. Because you know Dylan's going to make some cool kitchen knives. He's going to dial that in, make some cool stuff. The link is for Mo Patty's live for tomorrow, Tegan. What's up, Tegan? So Mo Patty's doing her celebration 500 sub giveaway tomorrow at around noon or 1 approximately, depending on if TKE goes live. And doing a little giveaway and fun hangout. Watch the show Pickers. Vintage hardware storage cabinets. Right. There's some old stuff like that where if you could fall into getting something for like a good deal or some pretty much next to nothing, that could be pretty cool. Donnie, not to snake Mallory, but I make kitchen knives. Just saying. Well, you're making my pocket knife and matching pry. Mm-hmm. Maybe get her a chopper too. Now, what if I start making knives, you know? Then what? Then what? Everyone jump ship and just Patty's over with me now? Who knows? I might just make garbage knives. We'll see. I'm going to buy a grinder, though. I'm buying something. We're going to do some stock removal this winter for sure. I'm excited about it. The handles are cool. I'm having fun with that. And I'm a project guy, so I'm always looking for projects to work on. And I'm really deep in this right now, getting more into some stuff and starting to make some things. I will be screwed. And you won't even care. She'd be like, I have to buy all these from all these wonderful people. Oh, you know. I need to do some knife throwing. Yeah, it's like I can't really do it in here. So it'd be nice to maybe do a live stream and go outside. I struggle with that too, because every time I go outside in the backyard, less than minutes will happen before I have a dog on one side of me, and the neighbors with their dogs are terrible. And it's just, and now I'm out there trying to do a live stream, and it's, and it won't stop. It will not stop. And then that dog will start barking. This one will start barking. And then this one will go inside. And then this one will keep barking. And it's pretty much constantly. So it's tough for me to go outside. I have a hard time even cleaning my, mowing and enjoying my backyard because people just don't respect neighbors and let their dog just bark uncontrollably. And it's frustrating. Make a project, you build a wooden knife throwing target. And then just throw them in here. I just start throwing them in the wall here. What are you going to make for Grateful? What's up, Polka Stuff? You like the paint job? This is, I did this, God, it's been a few years now. I didn't follow any specific movie, because some people will put like the axe wound from like part 4 or 3 and make them look specifically like a specific one. Bark back, they'll stop. Well, they do. But then as soon as you're not giving them attention and not barking back, they continue again. It's awful. And like the one over here, I can walk over the fence and be like, oh, hey, buddy. And he's just like, oh, hey, I just want attention. And I give him some attention. I pet him for a second. And then I start to walk away and it's like, it's just like, won't stop. And she just doesn't care. She doesn't care. Pry bars are awesome. I like pry bars. I like pry bars. I've considered some designs for some. I'm probably going to make one because if I do start some stock removal, a pry bar is easier to do than a knife, right? I carry this one every day. This is the one that's been kind of my main. It's a little Rough Rider. Bone handle. This is actually designed for like dealers that are selling slip joints, and it's for the nick for the nails for opening. So it's like they're opening a bunch over and over. They would carry and use these little Rough Rider, but it's also a nice solid chunk and a little flathead piece, so you could scrape or pry or whatever with it, and it's small. So boom, in the pocket right there. I don't even know it's there. I have it every day. I did before Arcform shut down, unfortunately. I did get the Arc Pry, which is a nice titanium pry bar. I really like this feel on this. And it's got the clip that I was just put that in that pocket and carry it every day. And it was really nice and I enjoyed it. Problem is one time the clip got a hold of something and bent out. And so now the clip is bent out too far and it just doesn't stay in your pocket. You go like this and it just is like, it'll fall right out and then I'm going to lose it. And I'm struggling with figuring out how to bend it back. I think the only way to bend it back is I have to go all the way up, put something right here, and then bend it around that to get it back down. Because it's so close, when you squeeze to bend it, you get it to there, and I squeeze any more, it's going to go like this. It's going to go, whoop, and it's going to smoosh right here. So I can put something in there and try to bend it further, but you can't get pressure on it. You have to bend it almost further than you want it to be so that it settles into the right position. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to fix that, which is a bummer because I do like that pry bar. But the other one, it's always in here in this little side pocket, and it's so small that you never even know. I use my pry for all types of rando things, says Donnie. Yeah, which one are you using? You guys ever watch Bob's Pocket Knives? He carries, I met him at Blade Show, but he carries this little screwdriver, just like one of those little mini screwdrivers. It's like this big, and he makes this little sheath for it, so it's like kind of protected. But that's part of his daily carry, and it's all like this long, and it's just a little handle, you know, the molded screwdriver handle around the little flathead, and it's like that. That's a trick little move like that. It says I'm ringing. We ringing? Am I overheating or something? Bob has some cool stuff. Bob is great. Like I love there's so many different types of collectors, you know. Bob is hardcore, and this isn't a negative thing in any way. I respect everything. I like what he's doing. But he has like 80 pyrites or whatever it is. He's got like 50 plus CGRB pyrites. They're all different. So he's a collector of pyrites, and he's also a collector of sodbusters. So I have one sodbuster junior with the Delron handle, and he's got a bunch of them. All these cool different bone ones and the peanut butter jelly ones and stuff. And then he can grab it like this and pinch. He can just one hand. Dude's got forearm strength or whatever. Like, I can't do that. He just goes like this and pinch squeezes the blade to here and then finish rolling it open. I can't do it at all. Not even close. He has that $400. I saw it. I was there, and he had just purchased it not much prior to me hanging out with him for a little bit. And yeah, he's got all the pyrites. If there's a custom pyrite, he's all about it, which is cool because it's like a collector. I talked to him about doing a stream because I wanted to talk to him about his collection and have him on the live sometime. And he said he's all for it, but he's in the process of kind of doing some rearranging and remodeling and looking for cameras and kind of making a setup. And so he said that once he gets kind of set up so that he can do some live streams, he's going to get a hold of me. So maybe in the next couple of months or over the winter or whatever. But I would love to have him on the show and just talk about collections and how some people get into a specific. Anybody here have a major collection of a specific blade? The one that I have the most of is the Kaiser Towser K. I have a Towser K in copper that I did the shipwreck for. So that's Towser K number 1. I have a micarta Towser K right there. I have the Rich Light Towser K right here. And then I also have the mini Towser K with the frag titanium and the crossbar lock. This was my absolute favorite knife for quite a while. But yeah, so I have 4 Towser Ks. That's my collection that I have the most of a specific knife. There are several that I have like maybe 2 of. But really, I don't have. I mean, obviously I have a collection. I have a lot of variety. Most of them are in the budget range for sure. But nothing that extensive on a specific model. I know like some people really like the sheepdog, Kaiser sheepdog. I have a button lock mini sheepdog. And then I have a Rich Light large sheepdog. So I have 2. But I've seen some collections on some of the pages and stuff of people that have 30, 40 different sheepdogs every time there's a holiday one or a special limited edition, or like the one that has the French fries on it or whatever it is. People are grabbing them. But I get it. If you get a knife that you see and you have one and you like it, and then they have a different version, you want to pick it up, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Sometimes I struggle though, where it's like I want another one, but justifying like the cost, the price. I only can buy so many knives, right? And one of the examples would be this right here, the Monterey Bay Knives Saber Tooth. Love it. S90 and diamond textured titanium. Sick knife. Very cool. They also have the Wolverine. Wolverine is exactly the same, but it's 1 inch smaller, right? So I think they're, what are they, like $140? I've thought about it. I love this knife. I want to get the Wolverine to be the partner to this so I could dual carry. I think that would be awesome. But then it's like, $140, I'm getting a knife that I've already reviewed because N Valley Neil sent his to me and I reviewed it, which inspired me to end up getting this one. If you don't have a Towser S, do you even Towser? I want one. I want one. You just can't really get one. I have to find somebody who's getting rid of it. The ones that I've seen that people have, they like it. Wheezy's got one. He showed it to me. He loves it. I'm not going to try to get it from him. You know what I mean? But I would like to have a Towser S. The justification, though, kind of changes it because $140 for a knife that I have already reviewed, and I have the exact same. I love my saber tooth too. This is awesome. Definitely really nice. That's why it's like inspiring. Like, okay, the Wolverine's great too. Just a little bit smaller. They look good. I can have them both. I can carry them like both together, like I do with my stout and my pony stout. You know, it's like. But $150, I can now maybe buy another knife I don't have anything of versus one that I have the same of already. This is probably my favorite duo though, actually, now that I think about it. Stout V2, Pony Stout. They are going to be making a new Pony Stout pretty soon from Devo. That's great. Sabertooth is better for the big hand. I agree. That's why I got the bigger one as well. But I've held the Wolverine, and I was very happy with the Wolverine. And when I was holding the Wolverine is when I ordered the Sabertooth, and I ended up ordering the bigger one. I'm happy with it. I love it. But I love the other one's good too, though. It's just a great knife. If I didn't have all these knives, it was like, oh, I could get another knife. I get that one and have a nice pair. It'd be cool. And I'll probably get one eventually. Is my what I'm imagining. What's up, Kodiak Edge? How's it going? Doing a little vertical live on a Halloween. Hanging out for a little bit before I decide what I'm going to be doing for the night. Can anyone do the Bob's move? Bob's pocket knives. Just squeeze open a sod buster. Dude, it's impressive. I saw him do it and I'm like, how the hell? My hands are weak sauce, man. Absolute weak. To watch him he's just like, eh. I've seen that too. It's just some people have strong hands or a good grip, and they've just got that. They can do that front flip just like boom. And you're like, damn, that looked easy. And then you go do it and you're like, why am I struggling with this? Quality over quantity, correct. I could start thinning out the quantity and hitting more quality. But I buy a $150 knife, I can think of 10 other $150 knives that I also want to get. Right? And so it's like, well, maybe I should buy that one. Good things come to those who wait. Absolutely. The petrified fish scholar will make you holler. The fact you can flick it out, it just makes me happy. one $1,500 knife. What's up, Dang Ross? I like my comfort zone. The threshold of my comfort zone. Did you really call the cops? My mom's gonna be so mad. The threshold feel if I don't know. I get a new knife. It could be $100, and I got it in my pocket, and I'm out running around, and every once in a while I'm like, okay, okay, it's there, okay, it's there. You know, like put a $500 knife in my pocket, and it's. I feel more anxiety about like constantly like, oh, is it still there? Okay, oh, it's still there. Okay, oh, it's still there, and it is. It's always there. It's not like you're losing it, but I get that paranoid. And have I lost knives? No, I haven't. So it's not like something that's happened where you get worried about something because it's happened to you before, so you think about things more. I don't because of that. It doesn't happen, but I still think about it, you know. So to me, a $1,500 knife, it would be hard for me to put that in my pocket and leave the house, you know. I mean, I could get by on $1,500 for, you know what I mean? Like that could cover a month's worth of, you know, whatever. Like 2 safe queens, no safe queens. What's up, brand new American? Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this the other day. I don't have anything over $400 in the house. It's mine, you know. Some of the guys have sent me some stuff that's more valuable than that. I get to review it and send it back, but I've never purchased anything over that. And maybe if I had a real high paying job and was definitely making more, that would change it for sure. I'm not totally broke. You better beat mine up if you get one, says Donnie. I would use it. I don't really beat up any knives though. Even beater knives, I still take care of them. I still wipe them off. I keep them clean. I keep them sharp. I'm not someone who if I were to try to find my most beat up knife, it would probably be that guy. Where are you? You are not where you're supposed to be. My box cut and tough light. Like that's about as dirty and unkept my knives will get. I don't really, and I'm not out doing stuff where it's really damaging. You know, like if I was out bushcrafting every day or whatever, you're going to get chips and things in knives regularly. But I mainly use the knives to cut open boxes with other knives in them. You know, and then I cut at work, so I'm always making cuts at work, but it's cardboard, paper, tape, saran wrap. You know, it's not like I'm getting big chips, and I don't pry. I never pry or get anything there with the tip. So ultimately, they don't really get abused all that much. Grateful Dong uses it for everything. See, I'll use the knives for a lot, but I mean, I won't. If I got to pry something, I'll grab this. If I need to write something down on a piece of paper, I'll get a pen. I forgot my pen at home today. I took it out for the live. It's still sitting right here. Big Idea Design, baseline bolt action. Great pen. This became my daily driver. Really writes nice. I'm a lefty. Good ink, good size, good feel, good weight. And I got to work and I went like this and I'm like, no. And my coworker next to me is like, you forgot your knife? And I'm like, absolutely not. You kidding me? I had 3 knives on me. I forgot my pen. And that's another thing at work. I fill out paperwork and I have to sign off other people's paperwork and stuff. And so carve it in your thigh like a man. My Tenacious is beat up from the feet up. My Ontario Rat is too. My Ontario Rat is like mint. I bought that for my collection. I never carry it. I mean, I got it because it's kind of cool. It's kind of like the Open L. It's like, that's a cool one to have for the collection, but it doesn't get in my pocket. Once bought a custom Microtech Warcom Violet handle and Anthony Marfione custom hand ground blade, 1400. Brand new American. Donnie Bless Ripley is the priciest. They're worth it. They're worth it. That Donnie puts a lot of love and care in there. I don't disagree with using them, Patty. I absolutely don't disagree with using them, Patty. Honestly, that's not, we're getting it wrong. I just can't, I get nervous around, it's just me. I mean, here we are. One of my most expensive, right here. And look at the tip. I used it. I'm using it. So I'm proving myself right here where you can see some removal, chippy scratch stuff there, little scratch along the side right there. One of my most expensive knives, and I take it out and I use it. So but the thing is when I'm out and I've done a couple of disc golf rounds in my pocket, but it is true where it's like maybe once every hole I'm walking, I'm like, yep, it's there. Yep, it's there. Yep, it's there. Definitely the coolest one yet. What's the coolest one yet? Chest Buster. Yep. Yeah. Right? McNee still runs this camp fun department, hands down. There's some great stuff out there. I appreciate them. I like them. I just, to me, I'm trying to think. Let me look around for a second here. Hold on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Where is one that I carry and use often that I enjoy and I beat on? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of like some of my most beat up knives that I definitely use. Man, I was using the Lieb a lot. I was actually beating on this thing quite a bit. The Lieb, right? So this is what I would consider one of my knives that I beat the crap out of and used a ton. And look at it. It's like mint. It's mint. It looks like it's brand new. I've sharpened it. I've used it. But it's like for some reason, it's like, I don't know, I guess I not saying other people don't take care of their stuff, but it's like I make my cuts, I do my thing, and then I wipe it off. I'm like, yep, looks good. Oh, that little spot there I need to sharpen up. I don't know. It's like I kind of baby my knives in a way, even when I beat on them. What's the point of having them if you're not going to use them? I do have a couple that I have not used only because I want to sell them. Yeah, no, that's what I use them, Patty. I use them, and I'm like, oh, I gotta cut this. I cut it, and I go whoosh, and I cut it. But then I look at it, and I'll be like, oh, it's got a little tape residue on it, and I'll wipe it off, and I'll put it away. Like immediately, I'm already kind of like maintaining it. Or, I don't know. Does that make sense? But I use my knives. I definitely do. I miss having a local shop. Yeah. Got a meet up at the local shop next week. This is brand new American. Does anyone use custom Pelican cases with the laser cut foam? I haven't. I mean, I've seen a lot of people have them. I don't know who can chime in. I have a couple for my other pew-pews and stuff that are nice. Pelican cases are nice. But I don't have any for my knives. I don't like keeping knives in cases because I like taking them out, touching them. So I like having them. I touch all these. Touch them all. It's not dusty. You go like this and there isn't really any dust. I'm kind of allergic to dust, and so if I get it in my eyes, I get real itchy. And so I'm always kind of picking them up, touching them. I'm like, oh, I'll take these 10 off, give it a little wipe, set them back. It's funny because they all kind of have a spot right now, and I know Exactly. Like I can say Migron Moyaro. I was right when I looked, and you know, I know exactly where they are. Or if I pick up one, it's like, oh, here's my microjet. It goes right here. Boom. My Moyaro. Oh, that one goes right here. You know, I can look on the table and try to find one that has a home over there. Home over. Most of them don't. Oh, my love's coming back. I've neglected you for a little while. Oh, this is such a great knife. Mini Towser K, 154 cm, and fried titanium. I wish it was the liner lock like the other Tousers I have, but KDK has OCD confirmed. Truth. Truth. With a very expensive knife, you develop a fear of scratching it, and therefore affecting the resale value. With a $200 knife, there is no fear. Yep. But the proof in my pudding, my most expensive fixed blade, and I've scratched it. There's a scratch right there. I'm using it. I'm going to continue to use it. But I use it and I wipe it off. Like, you know, like... and then I like to make sure I still have it. I get paranoid. Cold, rainy, shitty trick-or-treating sesh with the kids. At least they have tooth decay to show for it. The rain... Ooh. I can't tell. It's now dark, so I can't quite tell it, but it was raining pretty good. Hardly anyone out. Damn quitters. Do you oil your blades? Occasionally. I mean, I have this stuff on hand right here. Nice little KPL. So, you know, if it's feels like it's a little stiff or whatever, I'll throw a little oil on there. Or after I've used it a bunch and got it wet, I might throw a little oil on there and kind of wipe it around or whatever. Yeah. I got some bolt butter on the way. Decided to mess around with that stuff. I'm going to put it on everything. I'm going to put it on some toast. Got my first trick-or-treaters in 3 years. Maybe it's not completely dead. All right, Alex, congratulations. Back to hanging with the fam. Right on, Donnie. We'll see you maybe in the morning. Go live for a little bit. No plans on selling customs, therefore I use them more than the production stuff. Sure. Well, when I buy knives, I never have plans on like collecting it in like with the intent for future sale. So that doesn't really come into mind. I just like to take care of my stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to put that like I think that other people don't. I'm not trying to say that at all. I just have, like Dylan said, probably a little OCD. I really enjoy compartmentalism, space, having spots for things like this. Same reason why I know where like all the knives are here. It's been a while, so I'm getting used to it. But that is definitely probably an OCD type of a thing. I like to be able to visually see them. I don't like cases because they're away. I like to go like, boom, here they are. Let me touch them. Let me move them. Oop, let me straighten that out. That looks better. Definitely got some OCD going on. And then that comes down to the, it's dirty, clean it off. You cut up some stuff and it's gooey, wipe it off. Protect the blade from rust and stuff in the future. It's just kind of the way I was raised or something that I just, and then my OCD-ness just hits it hard. Hits it hard. You know what I'm saying? Donzo puts his blade in an empty beer box and then shakes them. I've seen it. And it's not like he's putting $40 budgets in there either. He's putting ungodly amazing. I have cases, but they stay open. Yeah, I could see that because then you just got them all pop, 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 pop. It's like right there. You just But Tri-State's even got like the videos he posts. He's like, yeah, I'm opening up this case. Let's look at some knives I forgot I had or whatever. Because that's kind of where it would be. If I put it in a case, shut the door, it's there, it never comes out. It's like my guitars. Right now my guitars, I'm not playing them. I haven't played in a while. Don't know when I'll play them next. But they're in the case. And the case is closed. If I open the case, I take that guitar out and I put it on the guitar stand next to the amp with the cable coming to it and everything's plugged in and ready, I'll play it. Knives. I put them away, I might forget that I have them. It's kind of like I forgot about whichever one I was holding earlier. I was like, oh, I haven't carried this in a while. I need to carry this one again. And now I have since already forgotten which one that was. Which one was that? You remember? Dragon Trainer, what's up? Back in here to leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. Have a good stream. Happy Halloween. 2 hours and 36. Are you kidding me? Wow. Was it the Towser? No, it was before this one. Because, yes, you're right. I was like, yeah, I do need to carry this one again. But I swear I was talking about another one earlier. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Definitely losing my mind. Yeah. I mean, this one for sure. I feel like there was another one that I picked up. I had the Lago earlier. Was it that? Was I taking Lago? Oof. Underrated right there. The Lago. I feel like it's a beastly pyrite, you know? Classic pyrite. I used to crush the pyrite. Yeah, I used to use this pyrite a bunch. Looks brand new. I cut hundreds of things with this. Then I wipe it down, strop it, brand new. You've inspired me to set the knives up. I could probably pull out the guitar one day and play a little. I've been thinking about it lately too. I've been kind of busy. I'm always. You got the black version. The very first one I wanted was this. Wasn't available. I got the full blacked out version, exactly like this one, J1 Doobie. And then I did a laser mark. It was one of my early videos, laser mark. I did a lightning bolt. So it was like that, and then across there. And then I ended up putting one on the other side, and someone wanted it. It was one of you guys said, hey, will you sell me that? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, I love it. And I know that's when I kind of started going into the, you know what? If I do a custom to something and someone loves it and they're interested in it, that's something I'll consider setting people up with. Because it's like, here you go. I'll sell it to you, give you a great deal on it, and then I'll use that to buy another one or buy something else to make another custom. So then I started getting less attached, even though that was my main. Because right now I do the drop bear compare on my videos. So I do an unboxing and I compare it with the drop bear. I used to do it with the pyrite, and then someone wanted it, and then I sold it to them. I actually put another laser mark on the other side because they were righty, so I moved the clip, and I had the laser mark on my show side. So when I moved the clip to this side, I ended up putting a laser mark on the other side for them. And then I switched to the drop bear compare. But I did then, these went on sale, so then I picked up the OG pyrite. Favorite pyrite, though, is like what Dong just said, the rose gold Bowie. There's no flipper tab there, Dan. Start taking your folders apart, put a false hamon on them. Get some ferric chloride acid, beeswax, melt the wax on the edge, random pattern, halfway up, dip the acid. Hey Kodiak, let me show you something I've done. You mean like that? Already got that ferric chloride, bro. Yeah, I did a false Simone on this one right here. What do you think? And then I dyed it super, acid etched it super dark. I dig it though. Do I have a sword? I sure do, right here. The Sword peasant knife. But I do appreciate that thought, Kodiak Edge. I need to do some more. I've done a few acid etch, a few stone wash over the acid etch. I've done a few resists where I'm leaving like a pattern like that right there. One of my favorite, I know it's not where it's supposed to be. So if you're not where you're supposed to be, then I do not know where you are. Because, wow, I might not find it. Yeah, I had one where I stone washed it and then acid etched it and then tumbled this stone wash in like a jar with some rocks. What's the best way to do it? I just basically had a Gatorade bottle. I put aquarium gravel in it. I threw the blade in there and then I shook it and then I took it out and it looks awesome. It looks awesome. The very uniform. The rocks weren't very sharp, so it was like subtle little micro bump scratches, but it made it a very uniform kind of even light scratching, and I was super happy with it. Ultimately, next time I'd like to get some more sharper edge rocks. Use a welding slag brush. Oh, just like they're like a heavy wire brush. Basically, is kind of what that is. And just get in there, just pow, pow, pow. Interesting. Interesting. I also have media blasters at work, so I can sandblast. Although that's different, obviously. And that's gonna remove more. But the brush sounds like a decent idea. I did this is a media blast that I did. You know, the microjet. This was the Ultim that was black, and so if you look at the clip and the pivot, the blade was black like that, and now it's kind of got this like matte black kind of jet black kind of finish to it. So I media blasted that at work. And then what I like about it, because when it was black, you couldn't see the contrast. Now that it's lighter, you can see the contrast off of the liners. So that's pretty fun too. Do a whole blade in 2 minutes. That seems pretty quick. I mean, I only shook it in the jar of rocks for maybe less than 5. I don't know. It really wasn't very long. And it was funny because I just like, oh, here's an empty bottle, rinse it out. All right. Here's a bunch of aquarium gravel that I got from all my crap lying around. And if anything, it just wasn't very sharp on the edges of the rocks. And so, but in a way, that's what kind of made it more uniform. Where is that knife? I could show you what I achieved, but it's like gone. Totally gone. Found it. Okay. There, look at that surface. See if I can focus. Isn't that cool? Just kind of has a really light kind of a speckle to it. Need to find a knife display. Lots of options out there. You control the depth of stone wash using the brush. Sure. So you can kind of go light or you can go crazy heavy. I'll definitely try that for sure. brush will make a nice speckle. There's T3 Forge again. I tried to look your channel up and I couldn't find you. I wanted to send you a message saying it was good to meet you. Can I? Why won't it let me? I won't do that on there. But yeah, how's it going? Do you have a different channel, or do you have a channel, T3 Forge, or you just? I saw a short of you. Like, do you have a 3D printing channel? Was that you, or was that a friend of yours? Oh yeah, Jason. See you now. Jason, T3 Forge was on Forging Fire a little ways back. Make some stuff. Was in the live recently. Good to see you again. You got any plans going on for Halloween? Kodiak Edge is a retired union carpenter and master woodworker. Taught over 200 people making over the last couple of years. Never really did much with social media. That's fine too. I mean, I saw the thing and I was like, oh, I should check them out. And yeah, cool. I dig it. I absolutely appreciate it. I want to get into it some more for sure. And this winter is the winter of Kenman. Getting more supplies, we're getting everything set up. I'm going to have my anodizing station running. I'm going to have the garage kind of set up. It's a wood shop right now, but I need to get a few more belt grinders and some stuff. And yeah, I want to get making some stuff. I've been enjoying doing the handles so far. Actually a noob when it comes to social media. It must have been one of your friends, because it was like he has a channel where he does all like 3D printing stuff. He's like making these cool 3D prints and things, and like time-lapse 3D prints. And one of his videos, it was of some forging going on, like you're pounding some steel or something like that. But it was a short, and it said like hashtag T3 Forge or something like that. Taking the grandkids out for trick-or-treating. Right on. That should be fun. Have a great time. Hope the weather is good for you. Here, it's wet. It looks like it's not raining. I don't see anyone up and down the street right now, though. It looks pretty quiet. Need to reach out and get some advice. You know, message me anytime, man. My messaging is on Instagram. Are you on Instagram at all? At least get a hold of me and we can chat. Anytime. Okay, what are we doing? It is 7:06. We're really almost busting into 3 hours. I must really love you guys, because I'm sitting here talking to myself. Actually, that's not true. Talking to all of you. If I was talking to myself, I kind of talk to myself sometimes. More like when I do something stupid. I'm like, Dan, you're an idiot. You know, kind of stuff. We do have some fun, though. I tell you, I really appreciate everyone. And just the fact that we can get on here, talk about stuff. It's Halloween. People are chilling. People are out trick-or-treating, having some fun. We're sharing knife stories, things that you're getting, things you're doing. 8-hour live last night, 9 hours Wednesday. You did 8 hours live? What? Did you just like turn it on and you're in the shop and then you do stuff and it's like, all right, I'm going to go have lunch and come back and I'm going to... Did you fall asleep? That seems like a long time, bro. I mean, I'm not yelling at you or anything like that. That seems like all the time. Carving leather. So you just turn it on, go live while you're doing stuff and just let it rip. And just let her rip. That's fun. That's cool. I mean, I go live a lot as well. Yesterday was my record at 4 hours. I'd never gone for a 4 hour live stream before. Not that I was trying to go for a record or anything like that. Just someone wanted us to stay on later, and I was like, yeah, we don't have anything going on. We're having a good time, and that's kind of like how we're almost at 3 hours now. You get 40 to 60 new subs every time. Well, 9 hours. I mean, that's great. I've been doing better. Numbers have been picking up. It was definitely slow over the summer. I've kind of, I mean, I'm not complaining at all. I had some growth for a while last summer or last year, early this year. There was a while where I was gaining like 400 subs a month, and now it's like 100, 120. But lately it's been going up and getting more views in the streams, kind of like how it was before. I used to do I could do a live stream right when I started doing the vertical lives on my phone. I could do like an hour live stream and get like 16 to 20,000 views and gain like 80 to 100 subs in like that hour. But now every time I go for an hour, there's no way I'll get like maybe 500 to 1,000 views. And so it's weird how the algorithm decides to push things out. 240 subs on 48 hours. That's great. As long as it's people that want to stay too, because you know you can get subs of people that don't really care. Like if you only do giveaways or something like that, you'll definitely gain subs of people that aren't really in the mood to interact. Like right now we have 24 people in here. I guarantee you 20 of you guys have been in here most of the time. We're hanging out, we're interacting, we're talking about stuff, and those are my people for sure. I mean, I appreciate anyone coming in, but the main thing is that we're here to chat with anyone who really wants to chat, hang out, talk about the stuff the knives we're doing. What am I buying next? That's the question. I'm really into this MKM Jesper, the slip joint from MKM. It's 190 bucks. It's for a slip joint. For a slip joint. You had one live that had 19,000 in the live. Isn't that great? That's pretty fun. Yeah, I had one. I think it was like 15 or 16,000, something like that. Whatever it is, I'm having a good time. Even if it's only the 20 some people that hang on the regular basis. What's going on? Positive hand vibes, Blaze Burger. That's what I'm talking. I was just talking about you. Just talking about you. And the good group of people that come in here regularly, and we just get to talk about some cool stuff. What is the new knife that I should be buying right now? That's the question. What is the hot $100 to $200 ticket that's available today? I'm going to buy a couple more Tenables. We were looking at Tenable again last night. I haven't shown that off today. The new top liner locks from Tenable. Boom. This is the Tenable Fenrir top liner lock. So you got that button right there, pushing that liner. Top side, action is great. It's got a front flipper still. Aluminum on the handle with that fish scale on there. Nitro V. Yeah, the choke up spot getting in there. It's originally a concept. It's a Sparrow design. So Sparrow, getting the Strix from Sparrow. Here's the concept premium version. This is a lefty version. S35 VN, titanium, shredded carbon fiber on that one, and it's lefty. And then now this is the new Tenable Fenrir. They have so many different Fenrirs at Tenable. They have liner lock, frame lock, button lock, top liner lock, crossbar lock. A little bit of everything. But I recommend the new top liner lock. Look at that. You got a detent on here. Boom. Nice strong detent. You can't really talk it, but you got that button action, and it just pops out. Super sweet. Super sweet. Bam. And what is it? I don't remember. I hit 10,000 subscribers. Now what are we at? I don't even know. 10,400. So I've gained 400 since the 10,000 giveaway. You better be training in YouTube videos how to be an AI creator now. If you don't, you'll be getting buried in the algorithms with those who do. You mean, wait, people who do something or AI channels? Because I know there's some stupid AI channels that are messing it up. But I'm not sure how I would do that with this is my question. And I'm not really interested in it. The AI stuff bugs me. I'm in the live and it'll pop down. There'll be a thing down there. Oh, learn how to create my videos in AI. If that's what it takes to get to make it, then I'll probably never make it. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Because I am not going to, you do not have to. 100%. No way. You know, and if my channel falls out because I don't do that, then that happens. But there's no way. I believe that there's a certain thing to be said for an actual person making videos. And when I see AI assisted videos and stuff, I've seen it. I'm not interested. I'm 100% not interested. I can make a video without an edit, without using AI. And I'm much happier with that. I don't like it. In this live stream, it'll come down here and it'll be like, ooh, ask your people a question. What kind of peanut butter do they like? Well, that's an AI generated thing telling me to ask you what type of peanut butter you like so they can like gain like some info about stuff. You know, it's like it's farming for info. Yeah, I won't be doing it. I turn it off. I don't have it accessible. I don't have it on my YouTube, on my Google search. I don't like it. And I've done the thing. I've gone on where it's like, oh, would you like to see some suggestions for like titles for like your videos and stuff? They're not good. They're not good. Yeah, I can take and put all my videos into AI and have it generate a new video that I didn't even do. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna continue to maintain my Terminator status in that we shouldn't be continuing with it. It's not recommended. Let's have it learn more. Nope. Nope. I won't be participating. Ground fog. I'm obviously AI. I find channels right now because that's the thing. That's the money maker. People can do AI generated channels and become successful, but there's definitely no way that I'm going to do that to be, you know. Well, if it gets buried, it's going to get buried, Kodiak, because I'm not going to be doing that. It's dumb. It's not entertaining. And I like watch channels that talk about like horror movies and stuff, and then they recommend channels, and then you get the like, oh, top 10 whatever horror movies, and the whole video is AI, and the voice is AI, and the thing is, and they're growing faster. And you're right, but you know what? I'm not gonna. That's not what I want to do. You know, if that's what I need to do to be successful, I don't do this to be successful. I don't even have monetization on right now. I could turn it on right now and I could make all of you watch a commercial. You know? But I don't. Because I'm not doing this for the $2 that I'm going to make off of that commercial or whatever. I'm doing it for fun. And doing things AI, to me, is not fun. We'll be here for you regardless. Mo Patty, not me. Rose gold pyrite Bowie. Boom. Boom. And so I've been deleting videos. I watch videos, and it's like I watched one, I was like, ooh, this is kind of nice. And then AI sent me a questionnaire. They're like, what did you think about the narration for this video? Right? And it was like, oh yeah, I didn't like it because you could tell it wasn't a human. Honored that you remember me. Got to punch out and go some serious trick-or-treating. Hope everyone has a safe Halloween. Absolutely, T3 Forge. Have a great night. I hope everything goes well. Happy Halloween. But yeah, I'm going to use this to continue to showcase some stuff that I do artistically, creatively, making some stuff, collecting some stuff. And if I only have 10,000 subscribers in the future and I still like doing it, I'll still do it. If I grow, I grow. That's great. But I'm not going to spend the time. I'm premium because commercials are not worth my... Yeah, I got a premium as well. 100% paid the premium. I appreciate the input though. But yeah, AI assisted stuff is not for me. I like to make my videos. I don't even edit them. I might edit something into it. But like I had my video the other day where I was doing an unboxing, and my calipers, which I used to measurement on my unboxings, was in the other room. And what I could have done is I could have hit stop, gone and got it, came back, filmed it, edited it together. But I didn't. I just let it run. I'm like, I'll be right back. And I went and got it. And then I posted a little sticker in the video and said, Dad, did he really just leave during a filming of a video? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I think that there's going to be something, no matter what the AI does, I still think that people will come around to wanting people. You know what I mean? People who need people. And it's going to be, what type of content do you watch? Do you enjoy? And do you enjoy someone being real, unedited, without a script, talking about real stuff? Or do you want something that's like heavily scripted and edited by AI and like pushing specific agendas exactly how we want it to be, because we have to make this exactly perfect so that it's exactly perfect for you to want to click it again and watch it again and grow? Give me raw. Give me reality. Give me a real person. Someone else said that too. It's like you're watching videos where it's like, top this, or what do you think about that? I'm noticing channels now more and more are doing the cut where they're cutting to them sitting down or whatever. It's like, hey, it's me. Here's me. I hope you enjoy my videos. And they're doing that face reveal versus back in the day, lots of people didn't do the face reveal and they just made their channels. But now people are purposely doing the face reveal to prove that they're an actual narrator, actual person with actual thoughts and feelings producing the video that you're watching. So there's definitely people that are doing reviews that are going out of their way to make sure people keep it real.
At Ramsey's Silent became a member. At Ramsey's Silent celebrates 3 months of membership. Keep IT real and smash the like.
Ramsey Silent ain't very silent. And I'll keep it real right here. I love crappy gas station knives. Yeah, right? Crappy gas station knives. Thanks again. Grateful Dong. So cool. So dumb. Love them. Can't stand AI videos and commercials. What bugs me is when it's like you're watching a video and you're listening and all of a sudden you hear them say something, but you can tell 100% that it wasn't a human the way they said it. You know, like it was like a human wouldn't have that inflection and then that pause and then that way it was said. It was like instantly you can just tell it was like, well, that's got to be AI, you know. And then it's like, well, I don't really want to watch this anymore. If someone makes a channel and they can't physically narrate their script, I'm not interested. If you use AI to make your script or to say your script, that's not what you know. So I feel like there's going to be more people similar to me that, you know, really just want to see that person, want to feel that presence and that fact that I stutter out or whatever, you know. Definitely better. The gas pump. I teach vocational school and always stress to students, get involved with people. People never run out, right? Right. 3 hours and 7 minutes of my stupid ass sitting up here. What are you doing, Kenman? That means I've live streamed 7 hours in the last 24 hours. Ooh. That's the most I've ever streamed in 2 days. I'll tell you that, which is funny. Because I'm sure in a vertical like this, how many people come through and they're like, who is this idiot? What's he talking about? What is this? Are those a bunch of Matchbox cars behind him? I don't know. We'll definitely get some movement, because what'll happen is on a stream like this where I only have 23 people, which I appreciate all 23 of you. But 23 people, you'll go back and there'll still be 500 people came through. So it's like 23 people and then it's 24, 25, back to 23, 26, 27, back to 25. So people come in and leave and come in and leave. Sometimes the average time that people are in the live stream is 2 minutes, you know, and here it is 3 hours. I'm here for the Matchbox cars. You successfully scared all the kids, passed out all the candy. 'Twas a good night. What time is it for you right now, Grateful? 8:30? It's still not too late, you would think. What's up, Jim? I am not passing out candy. My doorbell has not rung one time. Not one. It's kind of a rainy, overcast. It doesn't really look like it's raining, but it's kind of a cold, crap day. A lot of the kids in this neighborhood are young, like kindergarten, first, second grade kind of ages. And the years that I have had kids, they were out early. You know, they were definitely all out early. And I feel that it was raining earlier. And that rain might have, you know. I've been here too long already. I've been here longer than 2 minutes. I appreciate you. Love you guys. It's so much fun. That we were talking about last night. That's why I'm not into like monetizing like the live streams, because to me this is like a chill. It's like friendly interaction. We're hanging out. I'm just providing a space right now for us all to kind of get together, talk about stuff that we love, interact with the people that we get along with, and just have a good time, you know? And I think we're having a good time. At least I am. If I wasn't having a good time, I wouldn't have been here for 3 hours and 10 minutes just chatting away, having a blast. Ramses, don't go. This whole thing is a vibe. Thank you for doing lives. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's good. I do. I really do appreciate it. If I can make a vibe that's cool that we can hang out, and then I can find a knife from it and buy a knife and have a good time doing it, and then show something and someone's like, oh dude, I saw that Towser, those are sick, I ordered one, and oh, we found this thing, and Mick, did you hear Mick found they got a sale at Flytanium or whatever, and we kind of pass it around, and then I get one, and then it's like, oh, there's this sale, you gotta get the Stout V2s are out, and then I got one, and then Cicero was like, oh, that's my favorite knife, I want one. I'm like, bro, it'll be there. It'll happen. I know you're gonna get one, And then it was all a month or so later, he was like, I ordered it. It was like, dude. Love the live streams, and I don't comment, but watch everyone. Sometimes that's, Jim. Nothing wrong with it. You can kind of get in. I do that a lot too, and I feel bad about it sometimes because I'm busy and I've just got stuff that I'm doing, and I'm squirreling, and I'm working on this and I'm working on that, and I'm doing my league stuff. And so often I will get done making a video or whatever and then put on Knives Fast live or whatever, and then I basically get stuff done. But I'm sitting there listening to the entire thing. I don't get to really read the chat very much because I'm kind of doing some other stuff, but I'm still kind of lurking, hanging out. The daytime, there's a few daytime live streams, like Tri-State will go live on Thursday during the day, and often when I'm at work, I will put that on and I'll have it in my ear, and I don't really get to watch much, but every once in a while I kind of go in and maybe chime in a little bit. But often I'll just kind of sit there and hang out and be in the live, kind of just hearing what everyone's talking about. And then every once in a while they'll be like, oh, the new MKM Jesper. And then I'm like, what's that? And then you can kind of, oh, cool. Kind of hang out when you can. It can be exhausting in lives chatting with everyone. No doubt. I actually have gotten kind of sick, but when my motorcycle accident, I also damaged my inner ear, so my equilibrium kind of got messed up. And so sometimes I can't read for a long time without getting dizzy. And like if MC's lives, is he going live tonight? He's been going live later. But in his lives, they're fun, but his chat goes fast, right? And I start reading that chat, and then the next thing you know, I'm starting to get nauseous because I've just been reading this chat so fast, and it gets ahead of me. And it's no fault of, I'm not blaming MC or whatever. It's great. He's got a bunch of people on, but it's like I have a hard time keeping up with a chat like that. It kind of makes me a little, ugh. We had the discussion last night. You know what I'm buying next because of you. Yep. There's so many great things out there too, and there's so many people that things I didn't know about. This was one. North Valley Neil sent me some knives to look at. I had never heard of Monterey Bay. And then it just so happened it's like Tri-State had like that Vaquero or Vaquero Jekyll or whatever slip joint from Monterey Bay. It was like, I think I just heard about this Monterey Bay. And then I did a review on it. I was like, wow, that is great. And go check out the company. And then it was like, oh, they're making new ones with texture. It was like, sick, ordered, done. Tomorrow for MC, so he's not going to be on tonight. He's got family, though. Maybe they're doing some, sorry, I'm digging in my eyes. Maybe they're doing some Halloween stuff. He does have a couple of kids. What has he got, 2 or is it 3? He's got at least 2. I think it's 2. One of them's pretty young still, but they could probably be going out. Kodiak's working on projects now and listening, right? He does have 3? Okay. Couldn't remember for sure. Boom. I do want that slip joint though, but it's like $190. It's kind of one of those prices where it's like I can only get so many of those a month, Oh yeah, Neil, you were telling me about that old guard. I'd love to review it. That'd be great. Appreciate it. Boom. This is such a great knife. Neil, I mean that same order that stuff that he sent me to check out. One of them was the Wolverine. It inspired me to get the Sabertooth, and the other one was his yellow Kentucky River or Kentucky Holler Jack. And I fell in love with that one right away too. And boom, as soon as C. Reisner Cutlery made a new model available, it was like, yep, ding, in, love it, give it to me. Get your setup to start making your line and we can buy. I will, no promises, but I would love to start making some knives. If I could get to a point where I'm making knives that are quality enough that someone would be interested in, I appreciate that. I do look forward to making some stuff though. It is fun. Messed around with some wood knives, like with my brother-in-law. You've seen like the tree Mascus test, full wood, 100%. And so that's been inspiring to kind of create some shapes, do some cutouts, work on some handles, and then it's like, okay, well, these handles I'm working on. You start with a blank that someone else made, and then put the handle on there, and then shape the handle, and now you got it finished. And doing that is fun. I love it. But doing that, all that does is make me go, well, why don't I make this too? Rather than buy this, why don't I make this? Start doing some stock removal. Not really gonna jump right into forging, but there's people that forge and make bars and stuff, and then you can buy said material and then stock removal it to the shape you want, and then make some handles. So love it. I'm having a blast doing it. So I definitely intend to do that some more. Fixed blades will obviously be the first few things I start on. I'm interested in doing some friction folders too. I think the friction folder is kind of just a fun thing for the collection. I've got probably 5 or 6 of them. This is the Fox Bastinelli Drago. So it's only friction based. If you're not familiar, I'm sure most of you are. So basically just a pivot. You've got a 1-piece chunk of steel that you've shaped. Drill the hole for the pivot, and then friction attach it. So that would be one where you don't have a lot of crazy parts that you're dealing with as much as like a full-on folder where you have a lock and stuff like that, where this is like you could make 2 scales, get the screws, get the pivot, and it wouldn't be as hard to do. Isn't this fun? I found this on Blade Binge, and someone had it.
Acid Test Kits subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, Acid Test. And I just was like, wow, that thing is just the cutest little tiny, it's just a small little knife, but it's fun. And it was like half price of what the retail was. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to order that. It's cool. I do like some of the smaller ones. This one has a little fidgetiness to it. The Concept Rio. The smallest little chunk of M390 you've ever seen. Little G10. Front flipper only. Just got to get in there and pow, snaps out. It's a great little secondary carry, for sure. All the orange and black. All right, let's go through the orange and black one more time. Fox Bastinelli Drago. Boom. Concept Rio. Boom. Rosecraft. Clinch River Swayback. Boom. Oh wait, leave it open. We have the semi-freshly dyed Kaiser porcupine. We have the Artisan Cutlery Hornet. Grimes knives make some good fixed blades I've bought. I'm going to screenshot that. I'll look that up later. Grimes knives, cool. The $10 Ruco. It's amazing. It's 10 bucks. It's 420 stainless. Terrible blade steel, but action is fun. Flicks out easy. Flipper tab. Blade is solid. Probably doesn't hold an edge, but 10 bucks. 10 bucks. I'll definitely check them out. Kulo Venter. Button actuated liner lock, so I can flick it out. Button. Or we can use that liner. Not very good with my right hand. Kulo Venter. I got a hair in my, right across my, tickling my nose or something. All right, we're back. Honey Badger Leaf Large. Anybody have any honey badgers? They're kind of fun. Cold Steel Fin Wolf. Jesus. Wow, really? And oh, the Grail. Ozark Trail Grail. We've got a orange poop knife. Gotta have an orange poop knife. I had a blue poop knife, but it's Halloween. Gotta have an orange one too. And my almost, not quite, saved the best for last. Benchmade tagged out. And the last but not least on the orange knives, traditional pocket knives, C. Reisner Cutlery, Kentucky Hallerjack. Do I have a knife with a 3-inch blade? Under 3, exactly 3? Yes. Which ones? Probably a lot of them. Probably a lot. Okay, continuing. This is under 3 inches. We're going to the blacks. Orange and black for Halloween. Under 3-inch blade. Button actuated, button lock, Kaiser sheepdog. We have a petrified fish, like 838, I think it is. Stonewashed on that black blade. Can't flick that one out. All right, the Kaiser Cobalt. .3V and aluminum. Boker, Kalashnikov, Otto, Kaiser Veritas. I really like the Veratus. That's a great knife. Molsect Jungle. The Jungle's a beast. Molsect's making some cool stuff. Look at how big this thing is. It's a hog. Got that snake skin kind of look. We have the Rosecraft MA12. Button actuated only, absolute chonker, thick as thick. We have the CJRB Centros from Dylan Mallory. Great smaller slicer user. And the last completely black knife, my favorite, Concept Orlock. Absolutely choice. The bestest. So, Jason's favorite knife? Buck 119, 100%. Close follow up by the classic machete, the old machete, the machete. Jason's main, secondary. Jason does, this one does go on loan occasionally. This guy over here, he also enjoys the Buck 119. Do I have a blacked out Hawk? Oh! Why wasn't that on the table? Kaiser Hawk, DLC, titanium. Drops like a... Whoa, careful. I don't know why I forgot about that one. I must have picked it up, handled it, put it back on the shelf rather on the table. Nice reminder, J1 Doobies. This is a great knife too. Boom. This is my only DLC knife in my collection. I would like to get some more DLC. Just haven't yet. I'm considering taking a couple knives and sending them to a few of these companies that DLC things for you, and actually get something DLC coded that doesn't come DLC. Get a little extra custom. I've heard it's really not too terribly expensive to do. The one I was thinking about doing is this one here. Could you imagine? Reverse tux saber tooth, DLC the blade, and then leave the handle. Tell me that wouldn't look cool. Might be a fun one to send off. Anybody on the chat ever send something off for DLC? Yeah, I know Grateful's on board with that. And it's got that extra little... double click. Rather cheap to DLC. Yeah, like 20, 30, 40 bucks to have a blade done or something like that. It's like, well, okay. What am I going to send you? I'm kind of on board to try it out. Except for I'm not big on shiny. So I'm wondering if you really bead blast it, get it really nice and matte and dull, and then DLC it. Is it still going to be super shiny? I know you can then hit the DLC after, but then you're kind of deteriorating the DLC. But I could put in like a really, really light media in the blasters and then turn it down to like really low. Like when I did the one media blast, it was like at 40 or whatever. And so you could take the pressure and bring it down to like 10, you know, and have it just barely hit it. And then I could use ceramic, which would be even lighter. But I'm not really big on shiny. The shiny just gets, you can see the fingerprints right on it. Does that fingerprint right there? It just sticks out. I mean, yeah, I haven't wiped it off, so it's not like I'm totally OCD. Much better. Y'all still alive? Gonna break my record again? Well, I've broken a record now because last night and tonight combined, I'm like at 7.5 hours. Jesus. Normally choose matte or shiny. I have everything. I have everything. Sometimes you don't really have a choice. But my favorite type of stuff is kind of like the new Geo. That M390 just got that nice light, soft, satiny kind of color. The matte colors. I really like the Damn Designs Oni XL because it's got that light gray, but then it's also got the stonewash to it. That's kind of more my jam, is those kind of just nice matte. Now, it doesn't have to be totally gray like that, but some of those, the duller kind of shades, the drop bear just has that nice finish. This is shiny, but it's got like just that look to it that I can really touch it up and it doesn't really get all fingerprinted up. I don't know why that bugs me. OCD probably. Heading out to the casino tonight. See you later. And until the next time, right on, Jim. Good luck at the casino. I hope you strike it. Strike it and then buy yourself something nice. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm going to treat myself too. Not to, you know me, I don't brag or whatever, but this October is my most productive month as far as like YouTube for like payments and channels and ad revenue and stuff like that. My best month ever. Thank you all very much. Very cool. Patty's heading out too. See you in the morning for some coffee, Patty, for sure. I don't understand. I should have lost my voice. When you DLC something, they offer choices of matte and shiny. Oh, they do. Excellent. Excellent. That is good to know because I want matte. Dull black. Actually, one of my more enjoyed finishes lately would be, because I haven't really been into like the black blaze as much, but lately Kaiser, Concept and Tenable have this black wash where you can see like along the seams and stuff, it's kind of knocked down and you can kind of catch the silver underneath. Where's a couple others? The Concept, that black wash on the Goblin XL, or on obviously the entire Orlock. So the edges just have that light kind of almost like sanded down a little bit, just that black wash look. That's kind of my favorite now, my kind of new favorite. I'm digging it. I am digging it. Sweet, sassy, molassy. Yeah, I need to do some stuff. I had no idea this would go for 3 hours and 35 minutes. I don't know. I must have a huge bladder. Which I don't, but God, I tell you, I get live streaming and I don't have to go to the bathroom. I just get rocking, and the next thing you know, hours go by. I appreciate you all. Another great, fun night. Happy Halloween. All right, let's close this down proper. Grateful Dog feels a Chocolate binge coming on. Let's go. Ting. Yeah. I love Halloween. I love scary movies. I love knives. I love you. And you and you and you and you and you. Thank you all so much. Later, Kenman, have a killer Halloween. J1 Doobie, I appreciate that. Peace out, Kodiak. Everyone, have a great night. Stay safe. Drive safe. Get a good sober cab if you need it. Have some fun. Scare a few people for just a little bit of extra fun. I will be live around 8 o'clock in the morning to hang out for a little coffee. And then I'm going to get to work. We're getting to work. We're going to be doing some stuff. I'm going to be busting out some handles and stuff tomorrow. And really getting going on this channel. What do you think? Do the work. Stay sharp, y'all.